fucking made me give a fuck if niggas hate me. Still I love them, but shit lately I've been moving on a different type of time. Tried to break me, but I'm solid. Even without a dollar in my wallet, I'm the richest nigga living in spirit. My sister graduated college, paying homage, but only to the officials. Licking shot for all my shotters. Going gung-ho. Now superpowers getting brain from a dumb hoe. Busting it wild on the...
Yeah, what's poppin'? YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. It's your boy Wymie TV. I'm back at it again with another live stream. If you're a new viewer, make sure you like, subscribe, turn on your post notifications. If you're a returning viewer, a loyal subscriber, and loyal viewer, appreciate all love and support. Make sure your post notifications is on, like this video, and comment down below. Today, I'm going live talking about Christopher Notorious B.I.G. Wallace. Today marks the 25th anniversary of him passing out in LA at that vibe party. He got shot. Like big, I didn't realize how big of an influence he would be, and then how much of an impact he'd have on me. Like, so we're gonna give him his roses and his credit, and I'm saying pay homage to the late great. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because everybody talk that shit about how New York don't run hip hop no more and all that shit. But what if Biggie never went to that vibe party and got killed and was out here still alive making music? New York would New York would have had the game on a chokehold a lot longer for sure. The South would have still been asking for like telling niggas that they got something to say, like Andre. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real. If Biggie never attended that party, should have been crazier, way crazier for in Bad Boy and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Biggie was that nigga. That nigga's GOAT MC. That's a cap, no cap. Straight GOAT MC. Gotta get that man his pay homage and get that nigga his credit, man. Give Biggie his love. Pay homage. You know what I'm saying? In the words of Jadakiss, if my man B.I. was still here, a lot of these rap niggas would be, can I take your order? And I honestly believe that. You know what I'm saying? If Biggie is alive, uh, it's a lot of what ifs that can go on with this. That Jay-Z shit. You know what I'm saying? What if Biggie didn't attend that vibe party and stayed alive and was still making music? Would Jay-Z be Victor Oladipo playing? Oh shit. Yeah, would he be as big? You know what I'm saying? Would Eminem pop if Biggie's still alive? Ooh, man, put that shit on the backboard. These boys balling. And there's so many what ifs that can go on with this, you know what I'm saying? But that South shit, I think for sure, the New York would have had the game in a chokehold for a way longer if Biggie was alive. There's no way you can tell me any different. That's a fact. New York niggas wouldn't be trying to sound like South niggas in Chicago drill shit. They wouldn't be doing that shit. That's a fact. New York City would be having their own sound because Biggie was unique. He ain't having nobody else. He ain't sound like nobody else. So all these other niggas that's in here rapping now in New York that sound like everybody else, you know what I mean? They're gonna be on some they'll be different. They'll be, and that's no cap with my rap with that. Like New York definitely would have had the game on a chokehold way longer. Shouts out to everybody that's watching. I appreciate the love and support. Make sure you like this video and make that algorithm pop for your boy. And that's no cap. Niggas would have been saying the South got something to say for a lot longer than when they said it, and then now because they got the game in a chokehold. I'm giving you wrong. It ain't look like they gonna get that shit up no time soon. Something gonna have to change drastically. I remember watching this nigga on TV, bro. This shit used to be crazy on BET. Bad Boy used to be looking like that shit was popping. Like that shit used to look like that shit used to be wanting to be fun. And then as a kid, seeing how them niggas are getting killed, you're like, oh nah, I'm straight on that shit. Cause they really made that East Coast West Coast shit into something for real. Like that's big facts. But like that shit was crazy because like him and Tupac getting killed, like he got killed within a year of each other. You know what I'm saying? Then Tupac getting killed in like September or some shit like that. I don't remember when Tupac. I remember this shit crazy. Nigga, we ain't live in Brooklyn, nigga. It felt like we was in Brooklyn, nigga. Everybody was that shit was crazy. That shit was depressing. Like that nigga was that guy, bro. Biggie's GOAT MC, bro. That's a fact. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, them first two albums he dropped, straight classics, certified classics. Like, no cap. Like, nobody can't sit there and talk no shit about the first two albums. No cap. All them other shit they dropped after his posthumous how you say it posthumous humorous I don't know how to, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. When Biggie was out here, that nigga was that boy. Yo, Devin Booker came back and, and they looking bad against the Heat. But talk about we're gonna talk about Biggie B. So we're gonna get that. Us. So yeah, there's like if Biggie was still like them two albums that he dropped that he when he was alive, them was classics for sure. So if he stays alive, no cap, Biggie probably sitting on like five classics, five, six classics. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how you would how on how de- depending on how you would have dropped music. You know what I'm saying? Because I think we still would have seen a 50 Cent shit like that. Jay-Z would have popped, but I don't know how big he would have popped. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't. I don't know if he'd be as big as this right here, but Jay Z will still pop. You know what I'm saying? Diddy definitely will be way bigger than he is right now for sure. Biggie was still alive. You know what I'm saying? He would even be crazier than he is now. You know what I'm saying? Cause that shit, honestly, that shit. Even though Diddy was doing the shit he did with Uptown and all that shit made him. No cat. Him getting Biggie, Craig Mack, and all of them, and starting Bad Boy, man. Yeah, Biggie and Biggie was writing that nigga album. Everybody around Bad Boy was gonna flourish if Biggie stayed alive, man. Everybody's gonna have to fire this verse. Because Biggie was writing 16, 17 verses a day. Everybody had in the camp had nigga, the security guards had verses, nigga. Ready. Nigga, nobody, no verse goes on like nobody, you know what I'm saying? No verse left behind, nigga. Everybody got a verse fucking with Bad Boy and Biggie, nigga. Niggas got freestyle the security guard, the security guard got a verse, nigga. Biggie wrote that shit for him, nigga. He good. Keep it in the tuck. DMX, you know what I'm saying? DMX went crazy. DMX, we definitely would have seen DMX no matter what. DMX was a force to be reckoned with. Who else? Big New York artists. Buster was Buster no matter what. You know what I'm saying? He was gonna be Buster regardless. I don't know who else. I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, because nowadays there ain't really too many northern artists that's popping anyway like that. So besides, it's only a handful of them that you can really name that's up north that's popping. But like, I would love to like I would have loved like nowadays like especially if Pop was alive, that should have been fire to hear a Biggie and Pop Smoke track. That'd have been crazy to hear. That should be crazy to be able to see a Biggie because Biggie only would be in his 50 something at the most. Like you know what I'm saying. So if he was still rapping, for him to be able to like to stay with the new school and be able to like adapt, like Snoop, how Snoop keep on just seem like he getting better with time. You know what I'm saying? Like fine wine and nigga Snoop keep getting better with time. He keep on reinventing himself. You know what I'm saying? It don't seem like he aging. You know what I'm saying? It's like he just adapting. Like so that'd be crazy to see how Biggie would have adapted to the game and all that shit. Like would have just kept doing what he was doing, or would he? You know what I'm saying adapted to the time, or would the times even would have been had to be adapted to? Like I'm trying to say, man, if Biggie was still alive, I don't think the South had the chokehold they got on the game right now, like they would. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody said, y'all lost it, y'all ain't have it for a while. You know what I'm saying? And if you start doing the timetable after Biggie died, that's when shit started going downhill for the East, really like that. Next thing you know, niggas started sneaking in from the West. Actually, the West been had snuck in. Um, Midwest, Midwest and shit like, and then the South for sure. Like it's arguable the South had the game for about 20 years, 20 almost 20 years. Yeah, that's a fact. But if Biggie alive, that shit not gonna be like that, man. That man out here giving us classes hotter than acid. You know what I'm saying? That nigga motherfucking Diddy was skating on a pin man. That nigga Biggie was skating on a pin for Diddy. B. He had that nigga Diddy out here. Yo, as a kid, I really thought Diddy was writing that shit. I'm like, yo, Diddy nice. When I got older, man, them niggas said Biggie was writing that shit. Jadakiss was writing that shit. Shit like that. I said, nah, damn, Puff. That nigga did a hell of a performance of it though. That's a fact. I must give him that. But dog, there is no way in hell the South will be chewing shit up like they is right now. You know what I'm saying? But New York had his run, bro, and that's the thing. Like, all like I told niggas, all good things come to an end, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas gotta adapt now. Niggas gotta come up with the next sound in order to get that, get it back. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas gotta get creative and stop swagger jacking and copying niggas and imitating and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Be innovative, nigga. Stop imitating. Be innovative. Come up with something creative. pepper flakes on a motherfucking pizza slice is disrespectful, dog. Like, I don't even know why they even do that shit. Like, I be seeing niggas do that shit, putting pepper slices on a pizza, bro. That's fucking disrespectful, nigga. Like, put some Parmesan cheese, some parsley on that shit, nigga. You got this shit called Roma seasoning. That shit crap. Throw that shit on there. Morbius look like it's gonna be kind of heat. I'm trying to see this shit. Dr. Morbius. Mm. I know Biggie ain't had that big of an like. I know Biggie had to have an impact on other motherfuckers growing up than just me, man. Heard that nigga Biggie tell niggas stay fly when you bummy. That's crazy. Nigga said stay fly when you bummy. You never know who watching. Them fucking shades gonna be always be infamous. Like the Versace shits. That hypnotized video, bro. That hypnotized video, legendary, nigga. Got this nigga out here acting like he really fucking in reverse, driving backwards. Like this nigga Diddy, not motherfucking. Them niggas is not bad boys, nigga. Them niggas is not Martin and Will, nigga. Like them nigga Diddy really had that nigga really had me as a kid thinking like, yo, that's the reason why being a kid is crazy. You be naive as fuck, man. Niggas really had me thinking Diddy was out here whipping this shit in reverse like that, going crazy. Yo, those was the fucking days, bro. That's crazy. Niggas can't bring those back. Nigga, it'll seem like that's all that was on TV, especially BET in the 90s, nigga. Bad Boy and Death Row, nigga. That's the only thing it seemed like it was. Sprinkled in with a little bit of other shit like Missy and them and shit like that and shit like man, but man, Genuine and Aaliyah and R. Kelly and shit like that, but that shit Mariah Carey and shit like that and but nigga, it shit seemed like it was mostly big Bad Boy and Death Row, especially like once I started being able to grasp what the fuck was going on TV and shit like that, like 95, 96, 97, 98, man, those was the times. Them niggas was all over the TV. And it was different back then, like all that news and all that shit. Like right now, Twitter and all that shit, nigga. Like we ain't know about shit unless that shit made the newspaper, a magazine, or that somebody put that in a song. You know what I'm saying? If niggas was on some beef and shit, or they was fighting and some shit went left and shit like that. That's the only thing. Like niggas couldn't wait to get the king. I mean, the king, the source. Uh, what else? Vibe. Um, back in the day, like especially watching going to the barbershop on Saturdays. And they used to have all them magazines, Ebony, Jet, all them shits. They used to have all them motherfucking magazines. Word up, like yeah, it was a different time. Nigga, it was no cell phones. Niggas was reading to get their entertainment. Shit wasn't just in front of them on their phone. If you ain't catch that shit on BET or MTV, nigga, you was shit out of luck, nigga. You had to hear about that shit word of mouth. Before DVR and all that shit, nigga, you ain't catch that shit, nigga, or record that shit, nigga, you just shit out of luck, nigga. Like, no cap. These kids don't know how that shit feel. To miss some shit and hear everybody else talk about that shit, and you can't fucking see that shit ever again, man. I can only imagine how niggas felt to hear about Wilt scoring 100. That shit still make me feel some type of way. Hear that nigga scored 100 and we ain't got no proof. Like niggas only got a picture of him holding up 100. Niggas literally had to go to the store to get their music. Make sure you like this video, thumbs this shit up for me. Make the algorithm pop. But niggas literally had to go to the store to get their music. CDs. So the thing, back then niggas was literally had to go to the store and buy CDs. So niggas going platinum and diamond and all that shit, albums going platinum and diamond. Back then, that shit definitely hit different. Niggas selling 500,000 in his first week and shit like that. That definitely hit different than the streaming shit. Nigga pay $9.99 and can't even motherfucking share the music that he listening to with the world. Wow, Tyler Hill just blew a layup. He had an easy ass layup. Fucking blew it. You fucking blew it, Tyler. You fucking blew it, dude. We play the Knicks tonight or tomorrow night? Let me see, man. I be forgetting, man. These days be blending in. I know tomorrow's Thursday for sure, though. Rest in peace, Christopher Notorious B.I.G. Wallace. Let's see. Detroit putting up a fight with Chicago. Yeah, we play at 8:30. This game ain't started yet. Let me turn this on. Let's see what that game info. Niggas trying to keep up with the Combses. That's my favorite. That should be going hard. No, Notorious. That um unbelievable. That Notorious Thugs. Um 10 Crack Commandments. Man. Nigga got head speed. Nigga will smoke niggas in the verses. Biggie will smoke niggas in the verses, and that's no cap. Especially going off shit niggas wrote. That nigga wrote hella verses. Fuck wrong with him. Nigga, how Biggie can't lose a verses? He the king of verses. That nigga Biggie was writing verses for everybody. I told y'all niggas, the bad boy security had motherfucking verses. Like Biggie had verses, nigga. So how he gonna lose in the verses? That's what the nigga name should be. Christopher versus Wallace. You know what I'm saying? Not Biggie. Like that nigga should have been verses. That nigga was writing verses for everybody. Goat shit, man. Like real goat shit. Nigga was like a walking goat in human form. Like that nigga really out here was doing shit way ahead of his time, man. And the crazy part about it is Brody died like 24, 25. That's crazy. Him and Tupac died mad young. Them niggas like 24, 25. They called Tupac a crash dummy though. What they call Biggie. Biggie was a product of his environment, got up out that shit. Made itself bigger than that shit. That shit crazy. That nigga there, man, is a goat. Call a spade a spade. Niggas told them. He told them niggas, I'm black, fat, ugly as ever. Like, and niggas still gotta love him. Nigga had faith. Nigga pulled faith, B. Come on, man. Biggie was go MC, dog. Like, nigga, you can't cap on that, man. Biggie was that man, man. That nigga literally got it out the mud. Shit crazy, dog. Can't be serious. Oh my god, this nigga Malik Monk damn near grabbed the ball off the top of the backboard. What the fuck? Make sure y'all hit that like button for your boy. Make that algorithm pop, you know what I'm saying? Like, there is no way niggas gonna tell me that if Biggie wasn't alive, the South would have to hit the game. The South would have had a game probably right now, but not as long as they had it. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god, Ayo getting put on skates out there. I would love to see how he just adapted to the game though, no cap. I just would have loved to see him at 50 if he would still be rapping. And if he was rapping, what the subject matter would be about. You know what I'm saying? What would the content be hitting for? Because I think niggas didn't think about rappers being that old and all that shit. And then next thing you know, that nigga Jay changed the game. You know what I'm saying? Niggas wanted to hear Nas too, but I don't know if Nas knew that he could make an album that shit a bud and pop like that King's Disease 1 and 2 shit. Cause that King's Disease 1 and 2 was fire. But I think niggas definitely would have wanted to hear Biggie at age 50 and hear his evolution and growth as an artist. But it's the only thing we can do is be hypothetical. This either it's not nothing that we can say set in stone. The only thing set in stone that he's gone. 25 years. That's crazy. 25 years? So that shit happened when I was 7. But that shit hit different in New York when he died. That shit was crazy. Like, nigga. What the fuck? Who the shot? Who the fuck made that shot? RJ Barrett? God damn, man. These niggas got him hit a three. These niggas is settling for threes. What the fuck is the Mavericks doing? Man, call a timeout, Jason Kidd. Niggas down 11-2. Bro, I swear, this nigga better make this. Yo, call a fucking timeout, Jason Kidd. These niggas just settling for threes. Bro, these niggas is don't. These niggas is bullshitting. Bro, if this nigga Jason Kidd don't call a fucking timeout on his possession, if these niggas shoot another bullshit ass three, Luka look like he hurt. He grimacing like he grabbing at his hip area and shit like that. Fuck's going on, Luke? Get your shit together, boy. Fuck out of here. Representing MacTown. Since Big died, we don't hang out. We just bang out. Let it bang out. These niggas got mad empty possessions, bro. What the fuck are they doing? This shit getting me sick right now. Like, these niggas getting me tight. Fuck with them, man. Draw a fucking foul. But I'm just waiting for my peoples to hit the link and come through. You know what I'm saying? Continue to talk my shit about Biggie. I'm not talking no shit. Spitting my shit about Biggie and talk this shit about this Mavericks game because this shit crazy. Syracuse play Duke tomorrow. That's gonna be a. I said we gonna beat them, so just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Hmm. Gold all in my chain. Gold all in my brain. That shit went in the drop for sure. Ain't Biggie was like, that shit ain't dropping, nigga. Ain't no way Trinidad James exists with Biggie alive, nigga. That's a fact. That shit ain't dropping, my nigga, and that's a fact. Ain't no way some shit like that dropping and that nigga still breathing. Jay-Z wouldn't have made that death of the auto tune shit if Biggie was alive. You know what I'm saying? Niggas wouldn't have been doing all that crazy auto tune and shit. In the night, in time. We ain't getting no 808s and heartbreaks of Biggie alive. I don't know. The Lost City. Brad Pitt and Channing Tatum. What? Let's see. Man, what is that? Yo, I came up with some ideas for some skits, man. Oh my god. I can't wait to put these shits together, man. That shit gonna be funny as shit. Like, I was thinking about childhood, man. I came up in this story, man. And I thought about the story that happened. And that shit, yeah, that shit brought a like like a tear to my eye laughing so much. And then coming up with this idea from that story. Like, I can only like once I get shit where I need it to be, I'm gonna be straight. You know what I'm saying? Cause I could do the skits already by myself. I just would take a lot of time editing the video. That's what be most of the time. That's what take most of the video. That's what take most of the time in making them videos. Besides live streams, it's editing. Especially like when motherfuckers be perfectionists, that shit be real. Yeah, about time they stop selling for threes, boy. This shit crazy. Nobody ain't got love for Biggie. Like, what's popping? Like, niggas ain't got love for Chris. What's popping? Like, niggas ain't hitting the link. What's popping with them niggas, man? Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. For wrong to make the algorithm pop at least. Niggas ain't even dropping no comments or nothing. Like, what the fuck? Niggas just watching? Niggas just watching? Y'all niggas not Jay-Z the watchers, nigga. Fuck out of here, neighborhood watch ass niggas. Fuck wrong with you niggas? Niggas just in here viewing and shit, not even saying nothing. Looking at the picture of Biggie like, I wonder what would have happened if he was still. Nigga, fucking say something, nigga. Nigga, hit the fucking like, nigga. If you ain't gonna say shit, nigga, in the comments and just you just gonna watch, that's the least you could do since you just fucking watching, nigga. Just hit the like button, man. The fuck wrong, niggas? Niggas real deal just watch and don't say nothing and just watch and don't hit the like. The fuck wrong with you niggas? Mafia representing Bucktown. Since Big died, we don't bang out. We don't bang out. We let it ring out. Damn. What's good, Oak? How you? I'm sitting here talking about Biggie, watching this Mavs game. I don't know what the hell they got going early. Getting smoked by the Knicks. The fuck? Niggas down by the Knicks, 9-17. The fuck is going on with them? Getting that money, I respect it, man. Gotta get that moolah. PJ Tucker, you ain't get fouled, bro. Stop complaining. He ain't get fouled. He just blew that layup. Good ass Wednesday, I'm saying good hump day, you know what I mean? Got 2 more days of the work week. Mafia representing Bucktown. They call that bullshit ass foul for PJ Tucker, and this nigga out here missing free throws. Get the fuck out of here, PJ. Niggas out here capping. What's the thoughts on this? What? About Biggie? You know what I'm saying? That's the topic for tonight. You know what I'm saying? Been 25 years since he been gone. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I remember when he died, that I Be Missing You video. Nigga, that I Be Missing You video, that shit used to be on all the time. The topic, yeah, what if Biggie never passed? If he never went to that vibe party and he stayed and he was still alive. In the words of Jada Kiss, a lot of you niggas would be, may I take your order? Talk about them rap niggas. You feel me? Cause even as a kid, that shit didn't even sit right with me. That him and Tupac died like that, back to back like that. That shit ain't even. That shit was weird as fuck to me, knowing like how they was pressing, like how as a, like I could even see that as a kid that they was pushing that East Coast West Coast shit. So like them niggas dying back to back like that, that shit didn't even sit right with me as a kid. Now that I'm older, that shit definitely don't sit right with me. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Prayers up to his family, his kids, and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Miss Wallace and all them, man. CJ and his daughter was, I forgot her name. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Name like Tiana or something like that. Tiana Wallace. I think a whole lot of shit is different in hip hop if Biggie alive. You feel me? A lot of shit changed. You know what I'm saying? Like that nigga got, if we had a time stone, shit gonna go crazy. I keep on telling niggas, I keep on repeating this shit over and over. It's a dead horse at this point. The South don't got the game like that if Biggie alive, you know what I'm saying? They gonna have a game eventually, but not like how long they had it. Niggas keep on saying Big New York fell off, da 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 da. That's why we fell off, nigga. We lost our heart and soul, nigga. Niggas want to New York niggas want to be sounding like motherfucking South niggas in Chicago drill. Niggas be in their own lane trying to create something new. Cause that's what Biggie was, original, an innovator, no imitation. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit. It's a lot of questions to be asked if he stay alive. You know what I'm saying? Do a lot of motherfuckers be as big as they is? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna say Jay Z gonna be still a household name, but Jay Z ain't get his start in the game until he was 26. Nigga, Biggie alive, that nigga probably ain't getting his shit gonna start worse later than Favi. Favi 04 and shit. Favi Foreign ain't start getting his shit popping to 28. You know what I'm saying? Big drip. Whole lot of shit gonna be different, man. Andre gonna be telling niggas they got something to say a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be saying that shit a little bit longer. He ain't just gonna be saying it, and then a couple years later, they be one of the hottest groups in the world. You know what I'm saying? DMX was gonna be DMX regardless. Busta was gonna be Busta regardless. What's good, Oak?
What up?
Not much. Chilling. How you?
Oh, I'm good, man. How you been?
I'm good. Can't complain at all. Happy for another day. Blessed.
Show. Hey, man. New York didn't fall off. Hip hop fell off. New York always gonna have um hip hop. because that's where it started. The heart and soul of hip hop is New York. Problem that New York has, in my opinion, is I think you just had too many New York rappers on that New York shit where they make enemies with everybody else because they think they better. It's an attitude from the East Coast in sports in general where they the rough, tough, nobody can fuck with us fan base, and it turned a lot of people off. But I always have respect for East Coast hip hop, New York hip hop, any good hip hop, just because I respect where it come from. I think hip hop is a sport in New York, which is unmatched. Because y'all take that shit. I mean, y'all treat that shit like basketball. Like New
Mm-hmm.
York just has a unique style. It never really bothered me on the West Coast with all that East Coast, West Coast shit. A lot of us, for the most part, wasn't even really tripping off the East. We listened to the East. It started out there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but just like anybody else, when you see people on your side coming up, you rocking with them because okay, this is what we doing with it.
That's a
And
fact.
I just think, and I've heard some New Yorkers say this shit is that it got to a point to where you had some cats from New York, they just didn't want other people getting credit when it's just their time. And this is a problem with hip hop and that whole hood culture in general. And this go from coast to coast. This ain't just the one coast to me. This is why I say New York didn't fall off. Hip hop did. Our problem, particularly as black folks, because we pretty much run hip hop, we do not know how to congratulate somebody else for being just as good or better.
Mm-hmm.
We do not see it as a standard being set to meet or friendly competition. It has to be on some enemy World War III type of shit. Like we can't just say that's what they do with it. Let them have their fun with it. This is what we do. Oh, okay, that was cool, but check this out. Look at what we do. It's never a friendly back and forth. That's our problem. We just don't know how to compete without being enemies
Mm-hmm.
and understanding the larger picture. If everybody in hip hop come up, it's great for hip hop because no matter what you say, people don't like what they like. You ain't gonna never convince somebody to not like something they don't like. I'm a
That's a
West
fact.
Coast dude. I always like East Coast hip hop better in terms of the lyricists because I just felt like the lyricists
That's a
out.
fact. Your phone going in and out. Let's see. I want to go to France. I don't know how to speak no French. Man, them beaches over there. I ain't even like going to the beach. I'll just go and walk on that shit. Cannes, Monte Carlo, Nice. Shit look beautiful. I can't hear you, Oak. Your shit cut in and out. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you coming through. You know what I'm saying? I know you probably in a dead spot. Luca trying to cook, nigga. About time y'all niggas start doing something, boy. Nigga started off the game OD slow. We in a building, 100 fucking battles. Yo, gas is fucking nuts, nigga. Ain't no fucking regular gas in the city right now. 87 in my city, obsolete right now, nigga. That shit is not. That shit is crazy, nigga. You can't get nothing but 89 or 92 right now, or 93, whatever that shit called. So you said hip hop fell off as a whole?
As a whole, it fell out. Yeah, man. So, but man, I get on the freeway, certain areas be janky and shit. But yeah, yeah, I think just hip hop as a whole fell off. Even though you gonna always have quality artists, no matter the generation. But I mean, I think the downfall of hip hop in general was really starting when you could see the industry focus more on the bullshit hip hop than a lot of your top hip hop artists that people really pay attention to getting shine. Like I
Mm-hmm.
feel like there are great artists in every area that can have mainstream airplay. All you gotta do is take the most tame songs that they have and do the radio edit. That's how we grew up listening to shit. It was all
That's
kinds
a
of shit
fact.
being played on the radio that technically shouldn't have been on radio, but you had the radio cut
That's a
and you
fact.
just cleaned it up. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
'Cause
So
that's the
you
only
always got artists that could
them
do
kids don't
that.
know about that. That's the only time you could
Yeah,
hear a song sometimes if you ain't had a CD or the tape. That's the only time you was
yeah,
able to hear the song.
exactly. So for me, it's kind of like you remember that movie Brown Sugar, and they kind of made a mockery of that shit. The
Mm-hmm.
Dalmatian twins or whatever the fuck they were. You know, it was all fun and games, but it was the truth.
That's a
That was the
fact.
type of shit that they was doing, and that was 2001, I think, when that movie came out. I mean,
It's
they
almost
made hip hop very cartoonish,
yeah, the hip
so it
hop
didn't just
Dalmatians.
happen overnight. Yeah, exactly. There you go. So it didn't just happen overnight. It was
Cause you know he
gradual.
black and I'm white, so it's like we black and white, so we doing this thing. Yo, that shit was hilarious, yo. Them niggas was
Yeah,
funny as fuck. These are hip hop Dalmatians.
yeah.
That shit was
But you
crazy. I
know,
remember that.
it was crazy. So like when Big died, he took it was a big loss for hip hop. It's a big loss when Pac died. But I think if Biggie didn't go to that party, I mean, who knows if something wouldn't have happened to him? Something could have happened to him on the East Coast. Who knows? But
Hmm.
things definitely would have been different. Just like if Pac didn't run with the circle he was running with, getting involved in bullshit, Vegas.
What
Yeah,
a
hip hop would
Tupac.
have been different.
What a Tupac
A
never
lot of
ran down on.
careers was made. Jay Z, I don't believe would have.
Oh damn, his shit start fucking up when he say something about Jay. That's crazy. Yo, that nigga Jay got the algorithm, B. Yo, Jay got the algorithm, nigga. We about to talk that shit about Jay. That nigga got that shit shut down. Oh, Oak, that nigga got your shit shut out, Oak. Oh man, that nigga Jay Z got pulled, man. He said Snoop gonna crip walk at the Super Bowl. I quit, and he said, you know what, Oaktown, I ain't letting you get your shit off. Oh man, don't tell me Jay shut down a stream. Don't do me like that, Jay. I was signed up for title, man. I had title. Don't do me like that. Whoever in the building, I appreciate y'all, man. Show me that love and support, man. Make sure y'all thumbs this video up, man. Like this shit, man. Make the algorithm pop for you, boy. Oak, I can't hear you. Your shit going out, man. Jay, shut your shit off, man. Put your shit on mute. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You might want to check your cell phone service. You know what I'm saying?
All right, man, this motherfucking. How the fuck you gonna be in Silicon Valley and the damn Wi-Fi be fucked up?
That's crazy. You're the tech capital of the world and shit like that.
Tech
Nigga ain't
cap.
got no.
Yeah, they should be janky out here, dude. Man, anyway, bullshit.
Nigga, they should have 17G out there by now. What the fuck
Thank
they
you.
got going on?
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but what you about to say about Jay? That shit crazy how that shit started cutting up when you said, but Jay ain't about to be. I was
Yeah, I know,
like,
really. Yeah,
I
yeah.
was like,
Algorithm said, "Fuck all that. You ain't about to say this shit." Nah, I don't think Jay Z would have blew up like he did if Big and Pac stayed alive. I don't think he blows up like that because everybody was looking for something. It was like,
to fill that
imagine
void.
Michael. Yeah, like, man, Michael Jordan no longer in the league. All right, who taking the crown now?
Mm,
Got to be Kobe. Got to be LeBron. Got to be somebody. Shaq. Who is it? Who won it? That's
that's what
kind
I
of like
told
how
niggas.
that shit was.
Cause
Yeah.
that nigga Jay Z didn't get his start until he was 26.
Yep.
That shit crazy. If he took that long to get on and Biggie was alive, imagine how long it would have took if he stayed alive. That should have been even crazier.
Yeah. And if you remember when Biggie got killed, it was kind of like it was almost like ritualistic that you got to shout out something about Big in your song. Don't make no song without showing some type of love to Big. Not saying some people wasn't genuine, but I thought it was almost like propaganda and shit too, because it's like everybody had to mention something about Big,
Hmm. And this shit crazy
even if
because
you didn't like the dude. You
you
know what
still
I'm
mention
saying?
him. Hmm.
Same thing with Tupac. Like I feel it was a lot of fake love or just fake acknowledgement just because, well, if you want to really get the people on your side and all this other type of shit, you got to shout out
That's
Big.
how it be. Even they still do that shit.
You
They
got
still
to
do
show
that shit to
some
these
type of
days. That's a
love.
fact. They still do
Yeah.
that to these days. Remember when Nipsey died? Everybody was throwing Nipsey name out
Yeah.
there when
Not,
Nipsey
not,
passed away and all that shit.
oh, yeah. Yeah.
Everybody was doing
Yeah.
that shit.
Nobody's, no, well, I shouldn't say nobody. Yeah. A lot of people weren't being authentic. Because,
Hmm.
like when you find out Big and Craig Mack didn't get along and they was label mates. And Big even said, "Nah, man, we was label mates. That's it. We didn't really like each other. We didn't fuck with each other like that." And a lot of times it
Hmm.
be like that. Like when Kobe died. Oh, everybody got to say something nice about Kobe. Well, you never really fucked with Kobe. Now you kissing his ass because he died.
That's a fact.
So it was a
Hmm.
lot of that type of shit going on, and I just think that a lot of careers, even though these were talented rappers, but a lot of careers got accelerated with the death of Big. And it was
Hmm.
real convenient for people to move up. It was like a scramble to find the next big thing because, like you
Hmm.
said, Jay Z was 26 when he came on. Biggie died at 24,
And he already had
and
that
he
shit
had
coming for
already
at
been.
least 4 or 5
Yeah,
years.
exactly.
That, I'm trying to tell you, even as a kid, Oak, that shit didn't sit right with me. How him and Tupac died right after each other like that.
Yeah,
I was saying, I was like, there is no way. I was like, I remember when Tupac died, I was like, that's crazy. Because I remember hearing, like, as a kid, watching that shit on TV, that bad boy East Coast, West Coast shit and all that shit. I remember seeing that
yeah.
shit as a kid. And then hearing he died, I'm like, I hope that ain't had nothing to do with that shit. And then next thing you know, Biggie died. I was like, that shit ain't no coincidence how both of them niggas died like that. Or
Nah.
either it was, but then you end up hearing the stories behind the scenes about the Tupac shit. It's like, oh, no, that wasn't no coincidence. That was just, nigga was doing too
Oh
much.
hell no. Yep. And see, Big's problem just this ego we have, man. Fuck that. I ain't no punk. I'm going out there. There's fans out there that love me. I mean, I'm gonna show that I could be the bigger man, or ain't no, love lost. Look at his song "Going Back to Cali."
Hmm.
Lyrics that he put in it, and it's like, okay, that's fine and dandy, but you know what? Some of these motherfuckers ain't giving a fuck about that all out here, man. Motherfuckers done with you or don't like you or whatever. It's a wrap.
Hmm.
You got actual killers out here. They don't mind putting in the work. Another thing too, man. Um, I don't know if East Coast people, and you're an East Coast guy, you're pretty mild mannered and level headed, so I wouldn't put you in this category. But I think when a lot of people think of California, they think of California as soft from the East Coast. Don't be fooled by this shit out in
Caps,
California. This shit is,
cap. That's not. I mean, I ain't say cap. I'm saying facts. That's facts on
yeah,
that because
yeah,
niggas be talking about
yeah,
palm trees in Hollywood and shit like
yeah.
that.
Man, dude, man. Especially when you go to Southern California, like fuck LA, man. Southern California is so goddamn big. They
Let me.
got all kind of gangs and shit up and
You want me to tell
down
you
there.
what changed that shit for niggas? They felt like we
What's
went to
that?
LA and all that shit. Boys in the hood, menace to society
Oh
and shit
yeah,
like that. That shit made niggas feel like they was in California and they knew shit wasn't sweet. Like that shit that Dr. Dre and them was talking about and
yeah,
NWA and them was talking about that shit was real life. That them niggas was really spitting they reality rap. Like that was real reality rap they was spitting. Like cause I remember being a kid and feeling like that nigga watching Boys in the Hood. I
yeah,
felt like I was in California. Like I felt like John Singleton shot that shit perfect.
yeah, yeah. He did. Yeah,
I thought
shit
I
ain't
was
no
in
joke.
like no cap. Niggas thought it was shit was it's cupcake and sweet out there because it's the palm trees and the nice weather and beaches and shit like that. Niggas think it. You know what I'm saying? Surfer dudes and out there and all that. Yeah, niggas be
Yeah,
thinking shit it was
man.
cupcakes out west. That's a fact.
Thank you. I mean,
I'm
man, I got family up and down Southern Cal. My mom is originally from San Diego before she moved up
I
to
see
the
you,
Bay. Oakland had me. And man, it's so many spots that you think is soft. Man, please.
San
Dead
Diego.
zones.
Niggas
San
think San
Diego.
Diego niggas think San Diego's
Yeah.
sweet because of the San Diego
Hell
Zoo and
nah.
Sea World and all that shit.
And
Nigga,
the
them niggas bust
beaches
your
and all the,
fucking head.
yeah,
Nigga, San Diego nigga
and
Nick
all the
Cannon from
fine
San
ass
Diego.
women.
And
Yeah.
niggas think Nick
They
Cannon
full
some
of
sweet
shit.
ass nigga. Nigga Nick Cannon ain't no sweet ass nigga. He was a blood or a crip or some shit like that growing up and all that shit. Nigga lucked up on that TV shit. Nigga changed his life for that shit. Nigga, fuck wrong with y'all niggas,
Yeah.
man. Y'all niggas think this shit sweet.
No, don't get it twisted, man. Like it ain't the shit that people think. You know, Hollywood shit. When I went to Hollywood, I took one of my younger cousins. He had never been there. We had a family reunion. It's like 2010 or some shit. So we
Mm-hmm.
went to the Star Walk and all that. And I had never actually been in Hollywood, so this was eye opening for me. All the times I've been to SoCal, never went out to go there. So we did all that shit. Well, we took a wrong turn. So we
Mm-hmm.
were supposed to go, let's just say, we supposed to go left to get to the Star Walk. We went right. We looking, this is still Hollywood and shit, right? I'm like, well, okay,
Mm-hmm.
where the fuck is this goddamn Star Walk? And so I'm doing the GPS and shit. Oh, it's supposed to go the other way. I look at this shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this, man? It's some unscrupulous looking bullshit over here, man. Let's get the fuck out of here. That should be crazy. But this
Mm-hmm.
is Hollywood, though. People don't think about that Hollywood. You know, they think
That's a
of
fact.
beaches. I mean, like we went to fucking
Staples Center,
Knott's Berry Farms. He
Showtime.
had never, yeah. It's motherfuckers be tripping. Went to Knott's Berry Farm and shit. Took him there. Just took him around places he never been before. Was only 19. He grew up in the valley up in Northern Cali.
Oh
So,
yeah, so
you
he
know, we
nice
go
little
there.
area.
Yeah. Why is this motherfucker right up on my goddamn car, though? Okay. I got to be on my shit. All right. So, anyway,
Showed him
we at
some
the gas
reality and
station.
shit.
You know what I'm saying? At the gas station, two youngsters, this young brother and this little Mexican dude. They look like they're about 16, rolling up with mugs on their face. I'm like, here we go. And my cousin, you know, he 19, so he on that high head shit. I'm like, get your ass in the car and shut the fuck up. You don't know what they got.
That's a
So,
fact.
long story short, they just some youngsters lost. They need some money to get home. You could tell that life done kicked their ass already. Talked to the young brother, gave him a little bit of change, so to get where they had to go. And he was saying, "Yeah, man, we just trying to ask for, a little something to get around somewhere." And people just looking at us funny. I'm like, "Well, look, you and your boy got this hard ass mug on your face. Who gonna fuck? Who gonna fuck with you like this?" And they 16, already hard and shit like this. You could tell they've been through some shit.
Mm-hmm.
This is across the street at a gas station from a fucking amusement park in Orange County.
And these kids want to be some grimy ass nigga. They be, and especially if that's Orange County and you said it's an amusement park, it's tourist city over there. Them niggas be robbing
Yeah,
motherfuckers all types of ways and crazy and all that. But you said they looking at you crazy because they thinking that you trying to come up and rob them. But you ain't trying to.
yeah.
You ain't got no intent like that. But your body language just give me robberish vibes. Like I'm about to get robbed
Yep,
vibes.
exactly. And people just think like, I don't know if people think that they could just come to California and
And
just
make it.
really be a tourist. Yeah, like nah, motherfucking California ain't what they show you. Matter of fact, it's kind of funny on that song that the dog pound. What was it? New York, big city of dreams. Things
Mm,
ain't always what it seems. Yeah, you can say that about Cali.
Hollywood,
Same
yeah.
shit. Same shit.
That's what I
So I
always thought.
think,
California. That's what like I always thought.
yeah,
Like L.A. That's what I always thought it was. It's just New York City West. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because everybody go to New York City to try to get their music popping, just like everybody try to go to LA for the movies and all that shit. It's like LA is for Hollywood and like to be a like that's back to how I seen it, like to be a star on
yeah,
TV and shit like that. And then New York was for like music. Everybody try to be like if you
yeah.
want to be in music, come to New York. But it seemed like it's
And
a
people
mix of
don't,
both now.
yeah. And people don't understand that these places are famous and named because of what you just mentioned, the fame and the fortune that people try to amass, but there's an actual life that people live and a struggle that people go through in these major cities. Yet New York is bigger than Manhattan. New York is far beyond Manhattan, and the people there tell you that. It's
Hmm.
it's like you hear people who really give you the true story of New York, and they'll tell you how segregated it can be depending on where you go.
That's a fact. I experienced
You
more
can't just,
racism up north than I did down
yeah,
here so far in Florida. And that's no cap in my rap on that.
yeah, I've heard of that. Like I've heard, like you go what Soho, you can't just be no regular black dude, motherfucker, walking around thinking you gonna uh just be
Yeah.
all willy nilly and shit. What is that? Greenwich Village or whatever the fuck? All these different
Hmm.
places in Manhattan
What's
where
good,
the
Matt?
rich white folks is at and shit.
Matt said, "What's good, oh?"
Can't be. Hey, what's up, Matt? Like people got to be real about this shit. In LA and shit ain't no different. I just think that people, they come out here thinking that you just gonna come to Cali and do your bullshit and that's that. But man, you got real killers and shit out here, man, and they don't
That's a
fuck
fact.
around.
Hmm. Like niggas think should be cupcakes and motherfucking and rainbows and beaches, nigga. Thinking shit gonna be sweet when they come out there and it's gonna be easy. Man, some of them people go out there and make it into 7, 8 years later and shit like that. They finally get their big break. They've been doing mad
That's
little jobs in between here and there. The next thing you know, 7 years later, they finally get their big break. Motherfuckers be waiting tables and all types of crazy shit because they can't keep a steady job because they trying to go on auditions and shit like that. So but they trying to keep some
exactly.
money in their pocket because they ain't got. But that shit crazy. You really be banking on yourself at that point, and like you really,
Yep.
if you ain't got nobody there and you ain't got no support system, it's really gonna be you versus the world.
Yep. You can find your ass on Skid Row within weeks.
Yeah, nigga, and
You
a lot of motherfuckers
you
over
do
know what
not
Skid
want to
Row
be
is.
there. Yeah. Yep.
That's the biggest homeless population in the world. That shit is crazy. Them niggas got apartments and all that shit out there. They build it like that shit is crazy. How they be Skid Row is crazy. I seen that shit. That shit real old. And I can only imagine how it's gonna be now. This money and this inflation and all that shit going up and all this shit crazy. Man, this shit about to be
Entertainment district or
even
what I think the
scarier.
Staples Center is not too far from there. Like it's not everything it's cracked up to be. And it's sad because I remember when we went to Hollywood, um, after seeing that shit, and then we finally got to the Star Walk, and then we kept driving all that type of shit. And we taking a drive around downtown, showing them around. But it's certain pockets that you see, yeah, it's really fucked up in the middle of all this nice shit. And those are the realities that they don't really show you on TV. We was near
Your joint going in and out again, yeah. It's looking like Dallas getting smoked tonight, man. Niggas eating smoke Luca sandwiches tomorrow, man, in the city. This shit crazy. We down by 21 right now. Yeah, oh, your joint going in and out crazy.
Battle Records. That shit.
Your joint went in and out, man, that whole time.
Oh yeah, I didn't say. I caught it this time, so I didn't say shit.
Oh, all right, sure.
I saw it. I was able to see it.
I just want to see. I would love to see how he would adapt it in the game. Like, don't you know how Snoop seemed like he keep on reinventing himself over and over again, and
Oh
like
yeah.
he keep on appealing, and like everybody, like Snoop might be like I keep on saying Biggie to go. Snoop might he been doing this shit for a long ass time, and he's still as relevant as he was since day one. You could put Snoop anywhere, and everybody love him. He is more as of a household name than he was back then. Because there's no way 30 years later you would think Snoop would be doing shit with like Martha Stewart and Crip walking at the Super Bowl and shit like that. You would never think that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, there is some selling out you got to do to stay that relevant too. And Snoop did some selling out. Um, but to your point with what Biggie, I think Biggie would have been as relevant as he wanted to be. I think Biggie could have been one of them dudes that if he wanted to keep doing this shit, he'd be just as big. And if he wanted to stop, people would remember him and still want to be like, man, what is Big doing? You know, he'd be like Derek Jeter. You don't really
Mm-hmm.
hear from him, but we can't wait to get an interview with him.
That's a fact.
He would have been on that kind of status, right? Because truth be told, whether we want to admit it or not, when you a legend from New York, your status is bigger. Whether that's fair or not ain't the point.
That's
But
a fact.
when you come out of New York as a top anything, your status is bigger. It's like you slayed the beast. And when you do
Basketball,
that shit,
football, shit like
yeah,
that.
you do that
Anything
shit
you.
in New York, yeah. So you know what's funny? I think that Biggie stopped rapping at some point and really been on his like, just like in a chill mode. I don't think he would have been rapping maybe 10 to 12 years. I
Hmm.
think Big was one of them type of artists where he was so great he didn't need to put out a ton of work to be that
Uh-huh.
dude because he came out swinging from day one. And I think
At first,
he could just
that's a
live
fact.
off what he did because he had that type of love and respect too.
Hmm. That's a fact. Because them first two albums was classics, and then all that other shit
Everybody
after.
don't get that.
That's a fact. Back to back
Yeah, they
classics like
was.
that. And then like you think about it, like I was making a joke about Biggie was writing 17 verses a day, and Bad Boy, his security guards had verses ready and tuck ready for niggas and shit like that. Like I was dead serious when I said that shit. Nigga, Biggie had verses, nigga. So nigga, Lil Kim was gonna have crazy verses. Lil C's was gonna have crazy verses. P Diddy was about to have crazy verses. All that, man, that whole Bad Boy camp was about to be going stupid. That nigga Biggie was that nigga, man. I'm blown, man. That shit, just thinking about that shit. Cause I remember when I
Yeah,
heard that news when he got shot and died. That shit was crazy. My brother had that shit on his wall and everything, man.
yeah, yeah. It was an eye opener after he got killed because, like you said, the Pac had just got killed the year before. Both of these dudes, what, mid 20s, 24 and 25,
Hmm.
and really to be killed like that before you even really hit your peak. Like Biggie didn't hit his peak yet. He was really just getting started. In my opinion, that was the crazy shit.
Yeah.
Like he was just really getting started. That wasn't shit compared to what he was about to do. And the same thing with Tupac. Like that All Eyes on Me album was a classic, but Tupac, man, he could have been in more movies.
Hmm.
Tupac was a writer. I mean, there was nothing Tupac couldn't do. I'm gonna tell you something. If Tupac wanted to host a talk show, not only would that shit would have been good in terms of the entertainment value, it would have been good just in terms of the insightfulness that man had. He was no dummy. That was the most disappointing thing about Tupac is that you should have known better than to run with these motherfuckers you try to run around with. You wasn't no street dude like that. You was way smarter.
But you want that persona and that credibility
Yeah.
because you around these niggas and all that shit. You don't want to be looked at as the soft nigga and all that shit. But bro, if you the bag, be the bag. Just go ahead and be the bag, bro. Don't try to do. Don't get out of your. Don't get out of body. That's what happened. He got out of his body and did something he
Yeah.
shouldn't have did. And next thing you know, him being who he is and him like them dudes that killed them and all that shit. Them niggas done told the story plenty of times or whatever. I don't know if it's true or not. Them Keefy Deef and all them dudes or
Yeah.
whatever on Vlad TV and all that shit. Keefy D and all them dudes or whatever. I don't know, but they said because the chicks was screaming his name, that's the reason why they knew where to follow.
Uh,
That shit crazy. And then they
they
see that
loved him that
video
much,
about that
man.
shit. That's a fact. And then to see that video of him doing that shit, like And the fact that like nobody even tried to like try to grab him or nothing like that and try to stop him
Yeah,
from doing it, that was crazy. Knowing what
enablers.
type of niggas they was, I just want
Well, it's
that was
kind of fun. I want to ask you a couple things because you're a content creator, um, that has seen some shit, and it kind of ties into what we're talking about. So, first question I want to ask you is, when it comes to hip hop, do you think hip hop bears any responsibility on not just the death of Pac and Biggie, but also these future generation rappers that have gotten killed? Um, and then I'll wait for you to answer that before I ask you the next thing.
the media. You said, dude, like do the or does
Hip,
hip
well,
hop have
no,
something to
just
do? Or
hit,
hip hop is
not the media. Yeah, hip hop in general does, just the persona of hip hop and what it's become. Do you think it
street
plays
shit. How because
any
it's
has
gangsta
any
and street shit like that.
responsibility?
It's not, and
Yeah,
it ain't like how it started off with the female right rapping for females and like and all that shit like how LL Cool J and all them was like now it's all street and the persona like you said the it's like street shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So yeah, I can understand. Yeah, that's a part of it. That's a fact. Because like you said, these niggas out here putting on a persona, and some of these niggas ain't really living that. Like they putting on a persona. Some niggas out here really living that shit. You know what I'm saying? I think Biggie was really living that shit, but he started realizing that shit that he ain't gotta live that way. He started making that money. He started
yeah,
realizing, so he tried to change his life. You know what I'm saying? But some of this shit these days, these niggas can't keep their dick in their pants. Some of these niggas getting lined up by chicks and shit like that. This shit crazy. It's sad out here.
okay,
Like, you know what I'm saying? Some of this shit is street shit, but some of this shit is other shit too. It's not just hip hop, you know what I'm
okay,
saying? It's some other shit behind a closed door. So I it's a catch 22 with this hip hop shit. Like I think like I said the other day, like I think this hip hop shit is like the most like being a rapper is probably one of the most dangerous jobs out there because niggas know where you at all times, basically. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So if somebody got a vendetta and something to get out against you, they know where you at. You know what I'm saying? They just gotta go on your socials or whatever and they gonna know where you at.
yeah. Because the reason why I ask you that, being about 15 or what years younger, so you closer to what this new generation um is into or whatever. I can say that I put more on hip hop now, being older and seeing everything, than when I was younger and living in the moment. And I felt the same way you did. Maybe I felt a little bit stronger than what you do now, but I definitely don't. I wasn't ready to lay more of the full blame on hip hop the way that I am now, for these reasons, is because I think that there were a lot of things in my generation that helped set a bad tone for what is being followed.
Hmm.
And when you're younger, and really hip hop, it didn't really blast off until the 90s. Like in the 80s, yeah, it was cool. It was, in its infancy. Then the 90s, it went to another level. Then the 2000s came around and really took off. And you see what it is now. So like we didn't really know a lot of the shit that we know now back then when we were younger and hip hop was still evolving. And
That's
there
a
were a
fact.
lot of things going on. And so now that I'm older and I see that, I actually have to say that I think hip hop has to take more of a responsibility for what is given life to. Because
Now,
at the end of the day, just in general, back I even say it about us older ones. I don't think we should just. This is why I don't talk shit about the younger generation like that. Like we bear responsibility too, because at the end of the day, you learn from us. You saw what we did, you liked it, and you want to do your own thing with it. So,
yes,
like
sir.
at the end of the day, I look at it like this: the mistakes we made, we passed on to you guys,
Hmm.
and we got to take responsibility for a lot of shit that we thought was cool, because we were warned by the previous generation what would happen, and we didn't want to listen. And what
That's a
happened?
fact.
Pac and Biggie get killed. Why did they get killed? Well, who was the generation that did the East Coast, West Coast bullshit? You had a fucking award show, and I watched the shit when it happened, where Snoop
Hmm.
went on his tirade, and all this other kind of shit. Rap music is the only form of music in which you getting killed over the shit you say. No other artist got to worry about getting killed about what
They say.
shit they put in their music.
What's good, Big Worm?
What's good, homie? Salute, man. Salute, OGO. You know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody, man. Chat.
How
What's the
you?
word, man? I'm cool, man. I'm
Hey,
just living, man.
that's a blessing.
Chilling,
That's a
man.
fact. Another day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You already know, man.
How you feel about this? How you feel
Oh
about this
man.
this topic?
I look at it. Me personally, I look at it from as far as like my past, like as far as being in the streets and shit. Like I don't know, man. Like, it's crazy because you gonna go out there and knowing that regardless if you had something to do with this dude getting killed or not, you just gonna go and just say fuck it and not think be cautious about it. That's where you fucked up at. You can't be letting your guard down, dog. Especially in LA, man. Like Oak was saying, man, it's real killers out there, bro. You know what I'm saying? So as far as the move, it was dumb as hell. And Puffy, being his manager and all that shit, should have told him, man, fall back. Fuck all that shit. Just fall back, let the shit cool down. But it is what it
Hmm.
is, man. Biggie kind of, I'm not going to say he put that shit on himself, but he did because he knew what time it was out there. He knew them dudes was on his back. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't
That's
think
a
that was a smart idea, man.
that's a fact. How you feel about hip hop? Do you think if he never went out and if he never went to that party, how you think hip hop would have been changed? You think how you feel about? You
I
think he would?
think, I don't know. I think that, I don't think it would have changed. It probably wouldn't have been. I don't think it would have been so, I don't think it would have been so vicious like the way it is now, motherfucking drill and shit. I don't know, man. I can't really say because I think the big dogs would be him and Jay-Z from New York. You know what I'm saying? And who knows what the fuck they would have did. Biggie was what? He was supposed to, wasn't he supposed to make his own like little record label and shit like that before he died?
Junior Mafia, yeah.
Yeah, so or the commission and he had a group or some shit. But
Hmm.
yeah, man. I think he would have still been on top. I think he would have been the top dog.
What's good?
Especially
No,
with Pac not around, you know what I'm saying?
that's a
I think
fact.
he would have been the top dog, and you would have had to go out. Either you were gonna sign with fucking the West Coast, or you gonna fuck with Biggie and them. And majority of the time, a lot of motherfuckers now, especially, they would have fucked with Biggie, bro. Biggie would have had New York locked down. All them drill rappers and shit would have been under him, bro.
Yeah, cause that nigga big clout right there. That nigga there, boy. I told niggas, man, that nigga got 17 verses for niggas a day. He's making seven.
Man,
He got
Biggie was
everybody getting a
nasty.
verse,
Biggie was
man.
nasty, man. But I don't
I,
think, man, that I don't know, man. He should have never went out there. Now, you can't just control a motherfucker and just try to force him to stay somewhere, which that's understandable. If you want to go somewhere, you gonna go somewhere. But damn, dog, that's like,
mm,
man, bro, that's serious beef, bro. And they
that's a
already
fact.
looking at you as the motherfucker that has something to do with it. Some type of way they looked at it like he has something to do with it.
Yeah, like he was
You know,
responsible no matter what. He had something. Yeah,
so
that's a fact.
he got hit up, man. It was fucked up, but I think he knew better, bro. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I kind of think that Biggie knew better, but he just was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just go." I think he thought I'm gonna just go out there, have a good time, do my videos, go to the award show, come back. Man, motherfuckers ain't having that. It's like this, bro. It's like a motherfucker killing, like gang banging. If you kill a motherfucker, if a motherfucker go and kill your family member, and you got a motherfucker comes, you know what I'm saying? They come to your hood, they come into your hood every day just looking at you, driving past and shit like that. So it's like antagonizing a motherfucker. It's like you
Yep.
sitting there antagonizing a motherfucker to do something because you feel like, man, ain't nobody can't do nothing.
Hmm. You feeling untouchable and invincible?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
But
shit
see
real.
that did Warren drop out?
Situations like that,
Uh,
man.
Oh,
That
he
shit
there.
was
Oh,
serious.
okay, he there.
That shit was serious,
But
bro.
but you
it's
know
a,
what? Here's the problem. Oh no, go ahead, why me? I
no, I
didn't hear
wasn't
you.
about to say what.
Oh. But see that this is where I say, and just looking back at it, this is the problem with goes into hip hop, and it's obviously it's not all hip hop. It's really the gangster shit that started taking over. That goddamn ego gets in the way. Like the point that Worm
Facts.
brings up is absolutely right. When you show up somewhere, even if you didn't do it. People blame you, and you showing up in territory that you know you are unwanted.
Yep.
It's like you mocking and rubbing it in the face. And
Uh-huh.
the attitude that hip hop has is what I was saying earlier. It's this fucking ego that gets in the way. It's a form of music that is clever, but it could be so damn indignant and self righteous. You brag about yourself. I'm the
Mm-hmm.
best. I do this. You ain't shit. That type of attitude helps facilitate the attitude that Biggie had when I was gonna go to LA. Yeah, ain't nothing really gonna happen to me. I'm good,
Facts.
you know?
Yo,
And
No said,
there has
damn,
to
he died when I was like
what's
two
that?
months old. No said,
Yeah, bro.
damn, he
God
died when I was
damn,
like 2
bro.
years, 2 months
Bro, like,
old.
hey,
He's
oh,
still an OG
you
though.
speaking facts. You speaking facts, OG, because it's like I said, it's like gang shit, man. You just attack, you just driving past a motherfucker or going to their hood every day, just antagonizing them. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And you
My
can't do
bad, my
that.
bad.
And yeah, that's all good. Yeah, and it's like he probably did have people in his ear, and he just nah, fuck it, man. I'm Big. I can.
Facts. That's a fact.
I'm a be with the people. I'm a be with my fans. I'm a be with my. It get to a point to where when, and this is why I say I do blame hip hop for the attitude. I don't actually blame hip hop. Hip hop ain't never pulled a gun on nobody because well, hip hop is an art form. So it has to be the participants. But the problem is within the culture, it is a very braggadocious type of culture where there are no repercussions for your actions because I'm the shit. You can't fuck with me, bitch. I'm the shit.
Yeah, I'm
I'll fuck your
untouchable.
bitch.
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
untouchable. I'll fuck your girl and you ain't gonna worm why me, goddamn well.
Man,
You
motherfuckers
brag
die
about
every day
fucking
for that.
somebody. Thank you.
That's a fact.
Thank you. I ain't even have to finish the shit. Like,
Motherfuckers
God,
die
in
every
what
day for a
world?
bitch, man.
This ain't even the hood. This is worldwide. What world do you know of where a motherfucker can brag about fucking another man's woman and live to tell about it
That's a
Nowhere.
just
fact.
because?
Hey, it's like they say with and like out here, Oak, a lot of times dudes die behind like with the gang shit. They die behind females, man, fucking each other's
I
females,
believe
bro.
it. I believe it. And so there's this attitude in hip hop no matter what I do, you can't fuck with me. You just supposed to accept it. Okay, so that same attitude permeates when I'm doing radio interviews and I'm going places I probably should. You got to use common sense. The real world exists, and a lot of times hip hop provides a fantasy world for people to live in. Worm said he been through some shit. He know how shit work. You know who real and who ain't. A lot of people who ain't even in the shit trying to be something that they know they not. You getting caught up with motherfuckers who live it. And then for the motherfuckers who live it, well, you are putting business out there that at one time there was a code. You don't talk about this shit.
Facts.
The mafia, you La
Yep.
Cosa Nostra. You don't talk about this. This is our thing. You don't fucking like you putting street shit out in the public. There was a time where nah, we only fuck with people that do this, and if you ain't a part of it, you don't need to know. Now we got motherfuckers bragging about shit. Y'all remember this when 112 was I guess they was crip walking in one of their videos back in the early 2000s, and they was catching heat for that because the Chris was like, wait a minute, y'all making a
Yep.
mockery of that shit. That's a way of
That's a
life,
fact.
man. Fuck all that. That ain't just no dance.
Mm-hmm.
That's some gang shit. Yeah.
Big facts on that.
We,
Yo,
we have
Worm.
really blurred the lines.
Worm, I just tried Mofongo for the first time last week, boy.
Oh yeah, you missed
When
out,
I
man. You
tell
missing
you,
out, bro.
when I tell you, I
That
ate
shit
this shit
fire,
about
ain't
three
it?
times. I ate this shit 3 times in the last week since I tried it. I'm in love.
Shit, what the hell is my fungo? I keep hearing you talk about that.
It's a like a big ass bowl made with plantains,
Yo, y'all,
chicharron.
you can hear me, bro?
Yes, sir.
Hey, how was that? That shit was good or what?
Yeah, this shit fire.
Hell yeah.
I'm in
Hell
love with this
yeah.
shit. This shit gonna be a once a week thing.
Like,
But hey, do y'all think too that Puffy kind of convinced this dude to go to? Like, I think Puffy had a big thing to do with that shit too. Like, Puffy
Well,
probably told him,
the
like, we gonna go get this bread, we're gonna go do this and come back type shit, bro.
the movie, the dude look, he portrayed that character. I mean, P Diddy to tell him not to do it. It was Derek Luke that played P
Uh-huh.
Diddy in that movie. So from that
Antoine
account,
Fisher.
they made it seem, yeah, from that account, they made it seem like Puffy tried to tell him not to do it. I don't know.
But that could be Diddy being allowed to tell a story.
That is true because he's alive to be able to say that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Biggie can't wake up and say, "Nah, motherfucker, actually, you said go ahead and do it."
That's a fact.
But I'm pretty sure Faith told him not to.
That's a fact.
I'm sure maybe Lil Kim told him not. So I'm sure there are certain people that, as far as Puff Daddy, I mean,
He probably,
it wouldn't be in his best interest to have said that. I'll put it like that.
that's a fact.
Being that that was his meal ticket. I mean,
That'd have
Big
been.
was his meal ticket.
Mm-hmm. Big facts on that. And that nigga Diddy wanted to be a rapper because that nigga was writing so many fire verses for him. Had that nigga cocky as fuck. That nigga said, I'm gonna be the best rapper because I got Big B.I. writing my rhymes. I said, oh, this nigga
Yeah, he
Diddy
sure
shit.
was cocky. Yeah, he was cocky than a motherfucker. I was like, okay, did he? But I mean, like, this is bringing back memories of that time, man. I can't believe that. I mean, I guess it does seem like it's been as long as it has, but I remember it like yesterday, though.
25 years, crazy, right?
Man, but I
That's
think Big, like, man, yeah, he would have been something. He has such respect from everybody. Like, even if you didn't like him, you had to respect his
heard
skill.
you, Worm. That's a fact. Like, and then he had that swagger, like, and all
Yep.
that shit on top of it. So I think he was gonna win regardless, like you said. Like you said, he was just reaching his. He didn't even reach his peak, nowhere near his prime.
Nowhere near.
Got clipped down way
I
too
I
soon.
think Yeah, I think unfortunately what happened that set a tone for what was to come with future rappers because I never really kept tabs on it, but it just seemed like the number of rappers you heard about getting killed before that compared to what went on after, it almost
Hmm.
like became, I don't know, I wouldn't say a rite of passage, but what would you call that? It's like that became like a big thing, right? Oh shit, I killed a rapper. You know, it's
Hmm.
almost like taking out a president or something. It's like you can really get your rep up, or just the idea of yeah, killing a rapper. That's huge, like an assassination of a president or something.
That's how that should be. Like you, and then the media throwing that East Coast West Coast shit on it, make it perfect because
You know,
then they people think that that really had something to do with it. When at the end of the day, it probably did have something to do with it, but not in the case of Tupac. That Tupac
yeah.
shit was that nigga doing too much. Sad to see that
But you
shit.
know what I mean? Problem is, we fed into the shit. We
Hmm.
helped. We allowed the media to take a narrative and make because at the end of the day, it was true. Both coasts wasn't feeling each other for whatever reason. Whoever started first, however you want to put it, it was
Hmm.
real, and we allowed that to become bigger than what it should have been. It fueled. I mean, what like really, when you think about it, it really helped fuel hip hop in the manner in which it's a us against them thing.
Instead of Tony,
And
yeah.
one thing about Yeah, one thing about hip hop that's good and bad. Beefs make content. People step their game up when you could take the shittiest rapper, let them get into a beef, all of a sudden, oh
He got
damn,
the
I didn't
best
know he
bars in the
had it
world.
in him.
That's a fact. I ain't know that nigga
Because you
spit
got to
like that.
bring it. Yeah, well, because you got to bring it, and nobody. Once again, that ego. I can't lose. Not me. I brag too much shit on my albums. If I
hmm
don't come back correct, I can't talk the shit that I normally talk.
That's a fact.
That ego.
That's why Meek Mill got
So
career.
it's
His career got fucked up no matter what. And I fuck with Meek, but that Drake shit,
yeah,
that shit there was different. Because everybody was like, "How the fuck Drake gonna respond to this?" Charged Up was okay, but that back to back shit, nigga, that's a hip hop classic. How you make a that nigga made a hip hop classic diss track? That nigga Drake fucked up Meek whole career with that shit. Even though they cool
see
now
the
and all that
funny.
shit, there ain't no bouncing back for that.
Yeah, but let me ask you something though. Why does winning or losing a battle make or break another person's career? Because at the end of the day, like you said, you can admit Meek Mill losing that, but you still fuck with him, right? So for you, it
hmm
ain't that big of a deal. That's just part of the game. That's hip hop. But why is it that it has to be that way? Like a career is only ended with the fans if they want it to be that way.
That's a fact. But like even his album that came out last year, Expensive Pain, that shit didn't even
Uh-huh.
that shit didn't even get the push that it should have. I don't know because I know him and Ross was going through some shit, but that shit didn't even get the push and
Hmm.
promotion like it should have. That was a good album. It wasn't
Well,
bad.
see, but there you go. Like you saying that it's a good album, but maybe it's not being pushed because of what you said. His career being destroyed because what getting burned on the diss track. Well, you take hell sometimes when you get in the battle. But the
hmm
point is, why is it that now it's beyond the fans? So now we can't mess with this artist because he lost the beef. So now it's the record company getting in the way of that. See, this is a problem. This doesn't happen in any other genre of music. They'll shelve an album if they got a problem with the artist they don't think you can sell, or if there's
hmm
a contractual obligation you don't want to meet. It's like, oh, really? Okay, we'll fix you. You ain't going nowhere. We got
We'll
your
shelf
rights,
you,
and you ain't
nigga.
coming out with nothing.
That's a fact. You have to
But
change your whole
but
name up.
never because yeah, but never because of a beef.
That's a fact.
And that's what I'm saying with hip hop. That has to change, and that has to start with the fans, with how we look at shit, how we observe things, and what we willing to put up with.
And like, why is it
At
so
the end of the
personal?
day, it's all
Why?
entertainment.
Yeah, that's a fact. Why is hip hop? I know why hip hop is so personal, but like
Yeah, I know.
them R&B, not even R&B. Them country artists don't be beefing. Them rock bands don't be beefing and shit like that. Come on, man.
But they've had, this is a funny thing.
Bon Jovi,
They've
U2,
had,
and all of them could do a
yeah,
concert together. It'd
yeah,
be alright.
that's true.
But if a
But
rap concert go
they
down with
can,
us, that's a collaborative event. Niggas gonna be like, niggas worried about the police coming.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Them other like they can have issues with each other, but it don't get in the way of them making their money.
That's a fact.
And their fans aren't gonna go ballistic either.
hmm
And that's like I said, so like I don't necessarily when I talk about hip hop, I'm really just talking about I guess the culture because the music is a part of the culture, everything is a part of the culture. The people make the culture. And at some point in time, you know, the people also have to take responsibility for fueling a lot of the bullshit that's being done too. Because unfortunately, a lot of people like the fuckery.
That's a fact. Negativity. Niggas like that. That's a fact. You already know that. They're good. Like you could do 1,003 good things for somebody. That 1,004th time you say no, that's all they remember.
Yep.
I just said yes 1,003 times. I said no one time. I'm the worst person in the world.
Yep. Well, that's all that matters. You say yes enough times, eventually a no gonna happen just because.
Mm-hmm.
But just there's a selfish nature that we have, and unfortunately, hip hop more than any music caters to that, and that's why you're gonna see the drama happen in hip hop more so than any other genre. And it also don't help that these Negroes seem to flood this shit. So that's a convenient excuse to promote the propaganda even more, which is why
Mm-hmm.
we got to be smart. And we have yet to show we could be smarter,
That's a fact.
and we don't want to be. If we want to be honest, a lot of us don't want to be smarter. We just don't. We like being stupid. We like being lazy. We like being full of shit and toxic because we've grown accustomed to accepting that as that's somehow uh, being real.
Acceptable.
Yep.
Like niggas think that shit is supposed to be acceptable.
Yeah.
And the
Just
crazy part about
if
it is
if you
when you speak up about it, you crazy.
yeah. Well, no, because having standards ain't good. It's trying to be white as if white folks are the only ones that can have standards. Other men that have standards. Be damn if you have some. You're a human being. Of course, you're supposed to have standards. That's how you have order.
Facts.
Even animals have standards.
That's a fact. For real. That's a fact for your ass. This shit crazy. Like you said, that braggadocious shit. Me. That shit done turned into me against the world.
You know, and it wouldn't be so bad if we can handle the fact that it's just entertainment. But the problem is not just entertainment for a lot of people. Like when you start bringing a street element into something, that's all they know. You asking street people to not be street. You involving street material in places that it don't need to be, and then you get mad when that shit hit the fan. Like, well, what do you expect?
Hmm. Like my favorite artist, like Biggie in my top five, but my favorite artist is Kanye. And his music came into my life at a pivotal point in my life. My dad passed away. My brothers was in the streets. One of my brothers was in jail in the feds. So I'm saying, I'm I was listening to 50 Cent too, but I already knew that's not the lifestyle I was listening. I was living. I was trying to do. And now looking back at it, I didn't realize how influential that nigga was on my life. You know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of niggas that's in the streets and shit like that. I grew up with that shouldn't be in the streets or nothing like that. They ain't cut from that kind of cloth, but that's what the music they was listening to. They want to emulate that shit. They ain't got nobody in their corner to tell them, nah, that ain't the right thing to do.
I think we all have this misconception too on what manhood is supposed to be, what adulthood is supposed to be. Um, we live in a very superficial environment where money rules everything, cash
Mm-hmm.
rules everything around me. You don't have cash, you ain't shit. You don't
That's a
have this
fact.
car, you ain't shit. If you don't have the latest whatever, whatever, you ain't shit. So what you got to do to get it? Well, I can't do that working a regular 9 to 5. I got to make this money big and quick. What do I need to do it? You ain't no real man if you don't have X, Y, and Z. But what did you do to get X, Y, and Z?
Mm-hmm.
That's what makes you a man. What makes you a man is how you got what you got. A lot of men out there that don't have much, but you can learn a whole lot more from them than some of these motherfuckers that done got money the fast way, the ski mask way.
Big facts. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, them niggas ain't gonna do nothing but teach you how to get to an early grave fast or death. I mean, death or jail. These niggas gonna other motherfuckers gonna teach you how to survive this game called life. Cause you ain't really living a life if you really doing that goofy shit like that. So,
You know? And then the effect it has on our women. All this
mm-hmm.
shit. I mean, just like your children, your women, and then, this lack of responsibility that hip hop has had is really shameful because it's a two-way street, right? Like it's good because it shows the talent and the creativity and the imagination people have just to think of certain things and time together, the wordplay and the flow and everything. So just from an entertainment standpoint, if we didn't worry about all this bullshit happening, it's great. But then you think of like, damn, did I really applaud that lyric? It was clever, but damn, did you really hear what was said? And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
shit. You
That's a
gotta
fact.
you gotta start thinking like, I mean, and I've had to check myself, and that's why I started slowly weaning myself away from it because it's like, damn, I'm supporting this bullshit. I'm part of it
That's a fact.
because I know it's entertainment, but it's a lot of goofy motherfuckers out here that don't. They take it to heart. And I'm sitting up here getting hemmed up by a motherfucker who taking this shit to heart, and I just think it's entertainment. Well, is it entertainment still now?
That's a fact. Niggas on some goofy shit. Niggas out here acting like they know these dudes personally. Like these niggas on these streams acting like they know these motherfucking basketball players personally. Ready to catch a body for a
Yeah,
motherfucker they don't even know.
and that's what the other question I was gonna ask, how to tie in all that. Like, if Biggie never went to the party, what would happen? And I just say, like, you as a content creator, knowing stuff you've been through and or having gone through whatever, it's kind of the same thing on a lot of streams. Like, what do you think would happen if maybe certain decisions were made not to go here, not to go there, not to say this, not to say that? Now, I ain't talking about like necessarily just
Mm-hmm.
you. I just mean in general, because if we want to be honest, it's way bigger than a couple of content creators. Like
That's a fact.
I can go in the negative space is what I call it, and I could see the same bullshit, different characters, and
That's a
it's the
fact.
same type of thing, destroying each other over bullshit. And in some cases, like, well, you know what? You don't have to be there
Mm-hmm.
in the first place.
And that's what you gotta
And I
do. You
just
gotta
think,
separate yourself from it. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And if you were able to identify with that shit and know that, you know what I'm saying? That's up to you to make that change in choice. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I be trying to tell niggas. Like, entertainment is entertainment, but at the end of the day, some entertainment ain't all entertainment ain't good entertainment. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not just trying to
yeah,
add to that culture of negativity and bullshit, you know what I'm saying, and just downing each other and all that stuff. I want to have civil conversations and not all that fuck nigga this, you a bitch nigga that, faggot nigga this,
yeah,
that. I don't want to have all that shit. You know what I'm saying? That ain't good for conversations and discussions. You know what I'm saying? Especially talking about some shit that none of y'all motherfuckers got control over. Y'all ain't got control over none
yeah,
of these sporting events, none of these artists or none of these people, players and all that shit. Y'all ain't got no control over what the fuck these players gonna do tonight on a basketball court or football field. You know what I'm saying? So you shouldn't get that deep in the first place.
Yeah, because I'm starting to look at a lot of these streams the same way as what we've been talking about. Um, because it's just shit could be a whole lot better than what it is if better decisions was made. And that's really the point of this video.
That's a
How much
fact.
better could hip hop have been and just Biggie being alive if he
Better
just made
decisions,
a
man.
better decision?
That's a fact. Hmm.
That's
That's
all this
big.
yeah, all the shit we've been talking, simply put, that's all, just making a simple decision to the simplest of the, no, like you said, I said yes 1,003 times. I'm saying no right now.
Hmm.
What's the big
It,
deal?
it was okay for me to say yes all them times though, right? Because I said, yeah, that shit real. I don't know, man. I don't be getting it. But like I be
Yep.
telling people, it's your
Eh,
choice to deal with that shit if you deal with that shit. So like, you know what I'm saying? If you
yep.
can't decipher entertainment from real life, it's tough to say that as a kid, but as an adult, it's different. But as a kid, like
Yep.
as a kid growing up knowing like that shit was like I just told y'all earlier, that shit didn't sit right with me that Tupac died and then Biggie died like months later right after he died. Nigga, that shit didn't sit right, nigga, with me. I'm like, that shit that shit kind of fishy. So and then you start realizing the older you get, like, oh, these niggas, this is not these niggas' real lives. These niggas really don't do that shit because of technology and shit like that. You get to start seeing more behind the scenes and shit like that. You get to see shit with
Yep.
the TV. And like, yeah, oh, this shit is like wrestling.
Yeah. Shit, man. Even these reality shows, wrestling, that shit ain't all real.
Mm-hmm.
They got scripts or whatever, that they freelance and improvise doing all kinds of things. It was some video, I didn't watch it, but somebody that was on one of them MTV reality shows was talking about how that shit was fake when he was there.
Uh,
I didn't bother watching it because I didn't want to hear the bullshit. But I mean, yeah, a lot of that shit is fake, bullshit entertainment. But a lot of people taking the shit way too hard, too much.
that's a fact. Niggas ready to
My
go to
my
jail
biggest
for the rest of their
message,
life.
yeah, over dumb shit. And my biggest suggestion and takeaway from all this is if you don't entertain the bullshit, it can't follow you.
That's a fact.
There got to be a time where you just say, you know what? Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. I'm out. And don't even be around shit that brings you back to it. So that means you got to cut out certain things and certain people. No matter how much you like it, just because it's attached to that bullshit, I can't fuck with it. It's how you feel about the S Young shit.
Mm-hmm.
You attach to something that's a detriment to what I'm about or whatever. I like you, but I can't fuck with you if you fucking with that over there. It just brings something around me that I ain't trying to be connected to because I don't want the temptation to let something go that I feel strongly about. I respect that.
I'm trying to tell you, my nigga. Anytime I hear that nigga on the stream, I'm going, I make sure I hear that, let that nigga know I hear his voice in the comments, and he see my comment every time I say something. It's
Uh,
because you know what I'm saying. But I don't I just let him know, snitch young you, oh snitch young you on a panel. That's all I be saying. That nigga, and then he be going
yeah,
this little rate. That should be funny to me because at
yeah.
the end of the day, it's like yo, you really did that shit, and
You s-
thinking that
you
you
still
thought
a
you was about to
little
get
young.
kudos.
You still a little young. You'll grow out of it. You get my age, you're gonna be like, man, fuck, it, I don't even want to do all that. You still young though, because I would tell you don't even waste your time with that. But from the standpoint of what you stand for with it, and I ain't involved in, I ain't picking on that now, but I do respect that because I feel the same way. If
Hmm.
you are going to connect yourself with something that I feel is a detriment to me, I have to cut you out to protect myself from me because I know how I'll be if I'm around that. Because
Mm-hmm.
if anytime something or somebody, whatever, that I'm not feeling is around you, when you come around me, that may come around me, and I'm trying to stay away from that.
That's a
I
fact.
understand that and I respect that. And it's the same thing with all this shit, whether it's a stream or it's hip hop. Sometimes you got to cut shit off so that you don't get trapped.
Like that's the thing I don't be getting. How you wrong for standing for something? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what niggas be getting mad about because you usually niggas don't stand for something and niggas be falling for anything. When you stand for something, the moment you stand for something, you plant your flag and let niggas know and you draw a line in the sand, niggas make you seem out to be the bad guy or you the fucked up one. No, my nigga, you know what I'm saying? If I choose to not have to deal with bullshit, if I if I can go left and have to run past 1,013 dogs to try to get to my destination, or I can go right and not have to deal with that shit. Why the fuck would I go left if I ain't got my shoes on? If I ain't got the right shoes on today,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
exactly.
What's good, Allison? But
But that's a
motherfuckers choose
part of
that shit
growth.
every day. Yeah. As I'm 30, I'm 31, going on 32 in August. I don't got time for the bullshit, but Sucker Young,
Yeah.
I got time every time I hear his voice. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
like I like I said, that's where being younger, you'll get tired of that because at the end of the day, it's unnecessary energy that
Hmm.
you don't have to use. When you get older, you learn that.
That's a fact. That's what my
That
mom
would
be
that
telling
would be
me.
the thing that I would say. Yeah, well, yeah. I don't know how old your mom is. I'm probably I don't know maybe 5 or 10. No, I don't know, shit, but not too much younger. But I
My
can tell
mom's
you,
60, 62.
and oh, 60. Okay, yeah, I'm much younger. Okay, but yeah, you just learn. As I think what it is, man. Like the older you get, the less energy you have. Period. I don't care how energetic you are, what you stay into. It's a part of getting older, losing some of that energy.
Hmm.
You just don't. You
Swear to
just
God,
don't
because
have. And so,
I don't jump around the house like I used
yeah,
to be jumping and slapping shit like I used to be acting like
yeah,
I'm dunking and all that. I don't do that shit no more, my nigga. I be walking.
mm,
I don't be doing all that jumping
yeah,
around and all that goofy shit. Man, I used to do that shit. That shit started dying out about 30. I was like, man, I ain't about to,
yeah,
nigga. I used to be just jumping around. My
yeah,
mom and my dad used to be like, yo, why the fuck is you just so, fuck is you got just jumping around? And my sister used
yeah,
to say the same thing even when I was like 19 and all that shit playing college basketball. Saying there, motherfucking jumping around, dunking and shit like that, just walking around acting like I'm dunking. She like, yo, just go to the basketball court or some shit then. But it's like I'm just walking around the house acting like I'm dribbling on some Kobe shit.
yeah. And that's just the
Allison,
physical part. When you,
let's-
uh,
hold on 1 second. Oh, Allison, the topic tonight is what if Biggie Smalls never attended that vibe party 25 years ago? How would hip hop have changed?
best rapper alive.
My man No said that man was only two. I was only 2 months when he died, but he's still an OG
Damn,
goat. That's crazy. He was only 2 months
2 months.
old. That man
God
could barely
damn,
even. That man barely breathe and getting burped and shit, man. I was a kid sitting there crying
God
and shit like
damn.
that, watching that funeral on BET, nigga.
Yeah,
That shit crazy.
no,
That shit was real, man.
God
That shit ain't no
damn.
joke. Like my brother had that shit on his wall, that SUV that got shut up, that Suburban. I had to look
Oh
at that
yeah,
shit every day for like until I was like probably like I would look at that shit every day until I was probably like 11 or 12.
yeah. I
They
can't
took the.
imagine how big he was out there in the heart, heart of it. That's
Hmm.
New York. He's like on the West Coast. Yeah, it's big. Yeah, it's big. And it's different back there though.
That's a fact. That's
Way
a fact. I
different.
said that
I
same
know
thing,
that.
Allison. If Aaliyah never died, we'd be like Beyonce who?
I said we were saying the same thing back then. That's another sad one. Yeah, with Aaliyah dying, that's another decision that shouldn't have been made. They told her it's kind of scared all this shit with the client, but these record companies, no, you need to make this trip for this video, this radio. station, you know, you're just a puppet, even though you're the artist.
They said that's
But
another
that was
one
a
that's crazy
decision.
too. They said that's another conspiracy theory too. Shit about they got some people saying that they called her saying that Dame Dash got into a bad accident or some shit like that, and she had to
Uh,
go. And then they people had told her that she had to take all that stuff then and there, or she wasn't gonna be able to leave. Some shit like
yeah,
I don't.
yeah,
That
they
was some crazy.
overloaded the plane.
That shit. Rest in peace, Aaliyah, man, because
Yeah,
she was man. As a kid, man, she was bad. I remember I got into an argument with my cousin about that shit. Like he was talking,
yeah,
man, I forgot who the fuck he had said was prettier than Aaliyah back then. I was like, man, you crazy as fuck. I was like, nigga, that little one thing, that little one eye shit, nigga, she got that going. Nigga, fuck you talking about that little one thing. And then like growing up, I remember like seeing her in them videos with like Timbaland, Missy Elliott, Genuine, and
yeah,
all them when they had their
yeah,
little like they had their little clique or whatever.
yeah. Magoo.
Man,
Yeah,
yeah, man, that shit used to be fire back, man. Aaliyah was that one. And then she used to have all like I
yeah.
remember that Doctor Doolittle shit. That oh my god, she had that Doctor Doolittle. If I really want somebody to really love
Oh
somebody, that shit,
yeah,
man, that
yeah.
song hard. That
Romeo
shit
must
skated.
die.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
man, Aaliyah was
Romeo
that
must
one.
die songs that she had. Yeah, yeah.
Man, those is the days. Can't get those
Her,
back.
yeah, her and DMX.
Yeah, she would have been the next one. I think she could have broke down some barriers for them
Yeah,
female actors because ain't none of them, ain't too many of them doing. They doing it now, like Mary, Jennifer Hudson, and shit like that.
yeah.
But ain't too many of them that was like,
Nah, Aaliyah had a presence too for the camera. Beyonce had to really work herself into it. To me, Aaliyah was just natural to be in movies or television if she decided to do that. Beyonce, to me, is a little too rough around the edges in some regards for television or movies. I don't think she's an actress type. Um,
hmm
because they really had to work with Beyonce too, speaking. Part of being an appealing actress or actor is the ability to speak. And Beyonce was not that great of a speaker. You just see how she delivers lines and all that type of shit. I mean, granted, it's a skill to be an actor, but at the same time, some people just have a natural gift to just be able to take it. I don't think Beyonce really has that. Aaliyah did though.
yo, let me tell you who got some crazy ass fans, like fanatics for real fanatics. Like, and she ain't drop an album in years and song in years, and they still fucking ride for her crazy. Them motherfucking Britney
Who's
Spears
that?
fans. Yo,
Oh shit.
them Britney Spears fans are fucking nuts on motherfucking Twitter, man. During that conservatorship when she had to get the
Yeah.
conservatorship from her pops, I was looking at that shit. I was like, yo, that free Britney shit was real, my man. Like that shit is crazy. Like yo, Britney Spears fans don't be playing, my man. Like you go on if I know you ain't got a Twitter, but if you got a
Oh
Twitter,
God.
my nigga, you just search Britney Spears, my nigga, and you go to tweets like like man, Britney Spears
I
be a
believe it
trending.
because I remember, yeah, when she was younger and really popular, man, they were crazy. That shit used to get on my damn nerves. Allison sounding like my mom talking about she preferred Kelly over Beyonce. My mom would say that all the time. She liked Kelly much more than Beyonce.
I'm still
And
below
Queen of the
Michelle felt
Damn,
like that,
yeah.
and they ain't help her at all. They like the show must be
Oh
over.
yeah. That was cold. That was cold. They just looked at her like, get your ass up.
And Aaliyah had that natural body and all that stuff, like and all that other shit. When I don't
Yeah.
know if all that should have been popping as much as it is now, like all these augment like
Mm,
GMO bodies and
I
shit.
know. HGH bodies.
Yeah, genetically
They taking the
modified. You know what
clear
I'm saying?
like Barry Bonds and shit.
These bitches built like recycling bins. Fuck out of here, man.
Yeah,
This shit is
that shit
crazy.
is crazy. I don't know what happened to these girls now. Nothing not being natural is cool. You don't know natural no more.
Ain't got no kids to these kids these days ain't got no kids to idolize. They ain't got nothing but grown women to idolize. So do these boys. They ain't got no kids, no boys. You know what I'm saying? Cause as a kid, I remember watching Keenan and Kel and shit like that, and I know I was funny. I was like, I could be them, one of them. I could be one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, and all that shit. So, like, these kids these days, the only thing they idolize is these motherfucking rappers and shit like that. Everybody want to be Lil Baby
Yeah.
and Drake and all that shit. Like, it's a different generation. If they ain't gonna be a basketball player, that's the only other option they be trying to thinking they got to get out of here is rapping. I thought that was happening
Yeah.
when I was a kid, but this shit is even worse now. Gang banging and drug dealing
Yeah.
because they ain't got no options. Like as a kid, I had the Boys and Girls Club and shit like that, and to go to and different outlets. These niggas ain't even got that funding no more for them after school programs and stuff like that. I got a chance to find what I was
Well,
good at and not good at. Kids
yeah.
don't get the opportunity these days.
They don't even have like the afternoon cartoons like they used to. That shit kept you a kid. You didn't
Hmm.
worry about trying to fight nobody after school. You want to run home and watch them 3:30, 4 o'clock cartoons before the talk shows used to come on and your parents hogged up the TV.
Hmm.
I mean, like there are things in the world now that don't allow children to stay children. Even some of the shit I see them show to children, I question like that look a little too mature for this age group.
Hmm. And it's sad. But when you speak up
Yeah.
about it, you wrong, you sensitive and all that shit. No, my nigga, it's real, nigga. It's some shit that you don't want your kids exposed to. You shouldn't be watching. Your kids shouldn't be watching Nickelodeon and come up to you and ask you some silly shit. Why are they kissing on? Why are two boys kissing? Shit like that.
Mm.
They shouldn't be asking you no stuff like that.
Yeah, we never had to worry about that. Never had to worry about that. Never had to worry about uh, am I bisexual? What's wrong with me? Why do I
That
feel this way? You a fucking kid. It was simple for you. Like why do we overcomplicate things for kids nowadays? You're a child.
they got too much options. They got too many options to do. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
it's
they do.
crazy. I remember I ain't have no say. I ain't have no input on what kind of school clothes I was getting. One thing I could get input on is my motherfucking sneakers. Because my mom and them had boosters and all that for us to get our school clothes. So that was gonna be regardless. I was gonna have outfits galore no matter what. But shit like dinner, niggas ain't have a say in that. Uh, little simple like it's mad shit that kids like. I be sitting there looking. I'm like, you let him do like I be sitting there looking at my sisters and I'm like, yo, you be letting your kids do that by they or do that? You know, damn well we wasn't growing up doing shit like that.
Yeah, negotiating. When no damn negotiating. This is what you having for dinner. You can either eat it or go hungry. Take your
That's a
pick.
fact.
And sometimes you didn't get to pick. You eating it because I cooked it.
That's a
You
fact.
ain't wasting this food.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact. 9 times out of 10, even if you ain't want to eat it, you got no choice but to eat it. Cause guess what? It was made already. I don't give a
And
damn how
remember,
long you got to sit there to take to eat it. You gonna eat
thank
that
you. I
plate.
was just about to say that. It could be called nine, heating it up. And see, it really wasn't a lot of microwaves when I was a kid. Did we even have microwaves when I was a kid? I forget when microwaves, but maybe when I was a teen. When in the 80s, I don't recall us having a microwave. So whatever we heated up had to be in the oven. I don't even
Mm.
remember what year we got our first. But before all that shit really became popular, you couldn't just microwave your shit. So it's like you better hurry up and eat before it get cold. Otherwise, you're gonna be eating cold. I don't know,
Cause I ain't about to
Brussels
warm up
sprouts
this
or
oven
something.
again. Hmm.
Exactly.
Man, I used to hate lima beans. Still to this day, I hate them. I don't give a
Hell yeah.
damn. There ain't no
Yeah,
way you
I ain't
can cook a
fucking with
lima
that.
bean that I fuck with lima beans. Man, I used to stay at the
Yeah,
table.
I would.
I don't give plugging my nose still. I don't all that goofy shit. Man, my mom told me I don't give a damn how long it takes for you to eat them lima beans. You're gonna eat them lima beans. Man, one night I had my
Man, I
mom down
would
there.
whoop a lot.
I ate the
Uh,
shit. I had her down there waiting too long. Got an ass whooping. Had to wait for my dad came home the next day from work. Got an ass whooping when after I came home from school because I did that. I showed my ass because I didn't want to eat lima beans. Then they made lima. Then they made another meal with lima beans again, just to prove a point.
Yeah. Now you gonna eat this shit. So you got two ass whoopers and still had to eat the lima bean.
Back to back nights.
Back to back. Now that's a fucking diss track.
Yeah, now that's a diss track for your
You
ass.
you, you
Literally,
got dissed and didn't
literally,
even
I got
know
my
it.
ass whooped. That's literally a diss track for your ass. Oh man,
20 some years later, you just found out, damn, I had a diss track on me. I'm telling you, man,
damn.
that's how it
My
was
mom and
though.
dad was Drake before Drake. Damn.
I got them ass whoopings. No, you gonna eat that shit. I got the ass whooping that night and had to finish it. Nah, you ain't going to sleep. You ain't washing your hands. You ain't taking a bath. You ain't doing nothing until you eat all that shit. Now hurry up, cause I ain't got all night. I gotta go to work in the morning. So then you got an ass whooping if you kept her up late. So cause she had to go to, bed late
Mm,
behind you. So she got to wake up with less sleep. That's how it was though,
mm-hmm.
and you accepted it. No negotiation, no choices for that. You got the choice of eat it
Either you
or
eat or
get
you
the
don't.
ass whooping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You made your choice. That shit crazy. Like I was too smart for my own good though. Like I used to do silly shit.
yeah.
I know that I ain't gonna get away with it, but I still do it anyway to see if I could get away with it and see if I could outsmart them and shit like that. But nah, I already knew it. Like I'm like, bro, I ain't never get no ass whooping I ain't deserve. I ain't gonna lie to you. Any ass whooping I got, I deserve that shit. You know what I'm saying? That
I
shit made me
probably got
deserve
one
it.
or two. I think I
I could
got
say I
one or
got
two
one
I
for
probably
sure.
didn't deserve.
I could take one. I could take one. I could definitely say one that I took for the team that I definitely didn't do nothing. And I said, you know what, I'll take one for the team because niggas gonna say I did the shit anyway.
See, that's different because you had siblings. I didn't, so fuck all that. I think she was a little too happy. Sometimes them ass whoopings feel a little too good, and it's like, wait a minute now, goddamn it, you sure this for some shit I did, or you just like mad at some bullshit that happened at work? Yeah, that's
Man, I
how it
remember one
was though,
time,
man.
man, I went to college, man. My mom called me and said, man, these motherfuckers still trying to blame me for shit. I had to fuck around and called your name and realized this boy at school. I said, man, I ain't even home and shit getting broken. They still blaming me. My nieces and nephews got done heard done heard that shit so much they whole life. They talking about Brad did it. Nigga, no, I ain't do it. I ain't even home. Them niggas don't realize Brad going that college. That shit crazy.
Yeah, they said that shit worked, blaming it on you. We gonna try that. Like, see,
Hmm.
them
Like I
damn diss
ain't
tracks, man.
like I like that shit crazy. Like but like I could honestly say I took one for the team, but like all the other ones, like I did that shit. Like man, I remember one night I was just jumping. I was like I don't know what the fuck I was on, man. I thought I was like I was trying to I was trying to hold my like I don't know what the fuck I had watched, but I was trying to be in like I was in a bathtub and I filled the bathtub up mad high, trying to hold my breath, trying to set my like I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, but yo, I had the fucking floor like I had like the floor soaking wet, like going into the hallway wet, man, playing in the bathtub. And my mom could hear me just in the bathtub going crazy, doing whatever I'm doing, and she could hear the water. Next thing you know, I heard her yell my name, and she's like, "Stop making all that damn noise out of the dock." And I guess the water had got, yeah, the water definitely, like the water had got into her room, and she could see the shit coming into her room. Man, she got out that
Boy.
bath, man, she got out her room and I almost flooded the fucking house that night, man. On some goofy shit, just being some, just trying to hold my breath, coming up mad fast. Oh, I remember why. You ever seen a movie called Double Team with John Claude Van Damme and Dennis Rodman?
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Remember how?
That
Remember in that
B-rated shit.
movie? Yeah, remember how in that movie how he was holding his breath and all that shit. I seen that movie and I tried to emulate that
Yeah.
shit. I don't. Yeah, I used to love John
Oh
Claude Van
man.
Damme. I used to love that shit, like karate shit as a
Yeah,
man. Nigga, I
yeah.
watched that movie and I tried to emulate that shit, man. John Claude Van Damme, she whooped me. Fuck that.
Man, shit, I thought you probably was watching Super Friends on some Aquaman shit.
Nah, that John
You
Claude
said
Van
John
Damme shit,
Claude
that shit
Van
was crazy.
Damme.
Cause he held his breath or whatever so he could get timed, like so he could for these lasers or whatever in that movie. Like he had to jump into this lake
Yeah.
and hold his breath for his lasers. Man, that shit was fire. But he was practicing in the bathtub holding his breath with a cigarette. I couldn't get no cigarette. They lucky I ain't get. I'd have
Oh
definitely
shit,
got my
that'd have been
shit. If I'd
bad.
have, I know I'm talking about. Nah, he wasn't smoking the cigarette. He was just letting it burn to see how long
Yeah.
he could hold his breath.
Okay.
So I thought, man, if she would have came in there and seen that cigarette burning that she paid her hard money for, plus that floor being wet like that, I'd have got my. She probably had to cop a tombstone. She probably murdered
Man,
me that night. Nigga, that shit
'cause,
was crazy. That's the
man,
worst ass whooping I got because I was still wet. That shit was different. She whooped me,
yeah.
nigga.
Oh yeah, 'cause you feel it more. You feel it more when you wet.
Nigga, that shit was crazy. I was like, man, John Claude Van Damme, nigga, never again. I ain't doing this shit, nigga. I thought I was.
Yeah. And wrestling to get you them ass whoopings too, 'cause I know I had jumped on the bed many a time and almost broke the shit jumping, trying to do like moonsaults and shit. Getting inspired by these rap man. I remember me and a cousin was jumping off the damn couch trying to do the Macho Man elbow drop. Damn near fucked his neck up doing that shit. We would try suplexes. You know that's the slingshot suplex
hmm
off the ropes. We
Yeah.
would try doing that shit to each other off the damn couch.
Oh, y'all niggas wild. Y'all niggas
Dumbass
trying.
shit.
Oh
Yeah, we was
man,
wild. Oh yeah, nah, hell yeah.
I got a concussion one
Little
night doing
dumbass
that wrestling
10-year
shit.
old.
I got a concussion, man. I told my
Telling
mom
you.
like, yo, I was not. I don't know how long I was down, but I felt like I was down for. I don't know how long. They ain't saying nothing to me. After all I know is I woke up and everybody was just looking at me like with their eyes like, oh shit. I hit my head on the ground. And I don't know how long I was down for, and I kept telling my mom I got a headache. I got a headache. Man, she told me to go take my simple ass
Damn.
down and go lay down and shit. Man, I thought I could have. I ain't know that was the worst thing to do is go to sleep after I ain't never know that all these years. I could have went to sleep and never woke up and shit, man.
Damn.
I
Oh
ain't never
really?
know
I
that.
didn't know that.
Mhm.
I, I'm just
Nigga,
now
but my head
finding
was
that out.
I had a hurt
Okay.
I had a headache for like 2 weeks. That
Damn.
shit crazy. I I wouldn't wish that shit
Man.
on nobody, nigga. I don't know how long I was down, but I know when I woke up, all my cousins was was looking over me like with their mouth open, like what the fuck?
Yeah, man, that wrestling will get you in trouble. Either with your parents or just your body. Them
Mhm.
motherfuckers is trained professionals. They know the ins and outs of how to do that. You just mimicking what you see.
Yeah, I almost broke my little cousin ankle putting that nigga in an ankle lock one night. Man, I had that nigga
Damn.
yelling and screaming. Yeah, man, we used to play like I thought. Man, Kurt Angle, Chris Benoit, The Rock, Stone Cold, like man, them was
Damn.
my niggas as a kid. So and I used to rock with Triple H a little bit too. I used to hit niggas with the pedigree, but man, I
Oh,
used to put
yeah.
niggas in that ankle lock crazy. I used to make niggas tap though with
Man,
that
that ain't
motherfucking
no
man. I
joke.
used to hit. Yeah, I used to love
Yeah.
that crippler crossface too. Man, I used to put niggas in that crippler crossface crazy as a kid. Them niggas be like, yo,
Damn.
I'm tapping, I'm tapping. Had my little cousin hanging about. I
You
almost
really
dislocated my
wild.
cousin. Yeah, I ain't because I used to be small, so like them niggas used to try to fuck me up. I used to be the smallest out of the like.
So you had to put extra pressure.
Oh yeah, I had to go crazy. Yeah, when I man, I was man, I was coming for blood, man. You know what I'm saying, especially because I know niggas was trying to give it up to me just as much. Oh yeah, my little cousin,
Be crazy.
my little cousin crazy. I
I
seen
was
my little
putting
cousin
figure
sit on my.
fours on people.
Mm, yo, I see my little cousin sit on my little cousin back in that walls of Jericho, man. Had that nigga yelling and screaming like that nigga. Ah! I was like, oh shit, the way he was sitting on my little cousin, the way he was sitting on his back, I was like, no way your back's supposed to be like that. That nigga had that nigga folded crazy. That nigga was sitting high as fuck on that nigga, like damn near on that nigga's shoulders, had that nigga shit
Damn.
lifted back. I was like, oh shit.
Damn.
You know what I'm
Because
talking?
that's the
You know, you
same as
be,
a Boston crab, right? Yeah, that's
yeah,
the Boston crab, basically. Yeah, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that shit
That
hurt.
shit. Hell
I
yeah,
meant
that nigga was
I want to
that
DDT my cousin. He wouldn't let me.
nigga.
I was trying to put my cousin in the Jake the Snake DDT. He was like, hell no. I'm like, man, come on. All right, fuck it. Put a pillow down. He was like, I ain't put no damn pillow down so you could smell. I'm like, come on, man. That should be crazy. But you think you be one of them. Yeah,
Yeah,
those
you
submission
really
moves
need.
ain't no joke though, man.
Sort of God, because like a nigga come and lunge at you, and the only thing you got to do is just like take his momentum down to the ground, and you can slap
Yeah,
that motherfucking crippler cross face on somebody so fast, and niggas don't ever see that
yeah,
shit coming because they momentum is coming at you. Yo, this motherfucking Chick-fil-A sandwich
yeah.
look good as fuck, and even though that grilled chicken be looking funny as fuck, that shit don't be looking done. That shit look kind of good. That grilled chicken from Chick-fil-A don't be looking done like I don't know how the fuck niggas be eating that shit.
No, I
Even
don't.
even the
Yeah, I
nuggets
never
don't be
get
looking
that.
done. That shit don't be looking done to
The
me.
nuggets
I'm
is
sure
good
yours got
though.
done. You had it?
No, the nuggets is good. Oh yeah, I get them all the time. Um, no, the nuggets is good.
Chick-fil-A just so
They
fucking far from
legit.
my crib, man. That shit 30 minutes.
Yeah,
Not
I'll
even
just say
that,
this:
but
the
is
best,
it like 20,
yeah, the best
25?
time to get them is when it's busy though. When it's busy, because you can get
Everything
them
gonna be fresh.
fresh. Because I don't like shit that's been sitting. Yeah, if it's real busy, they got to keep making shit. But if it ain't that busy, it's hit or miss. Because
I
I've
like them
had to
chicken
tell them
minis in
before,
the
hey man, I
morning.
don't like this. Oh yeah, yeah, that's cool too.
I
Man,
know LeBron
Allison
and them
putting
ain't
all
struggling with the
kinds of people
motherfucking.
and shit.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
they are.
I know the Lakers ain't
They
struggling with
are.
these bum ass Rockets. Oh my god.
Yeah, because it ain't Steph Curry. Yeah, LeBron got what 12? It ain't Steph Curry, so he don't care. You bum
Oh
ass.
my god. These niggas is horrible, boy. These niggas is
Yeah, we
horrible.
went and
Let's look at these stats. Ain't no fucking way.
yeah, yeah, we owe the Lakers a 30-point ass whooping next time we play them for that bullshit we did Saturday.
Ain't no way these niggas is. Bro,
I
this
want to
gonna be.
ask Allison, did you give anybody the people's elbow? Because I know Allison be into that wrestling. I never did the people's elbow, but that damn Macho Man uh, flying elbow, I
LeBron got
love doing that
20.
shit.
Russell Westbrook got 28. DJ Augustine got 13. Avery Bradley got no. Carmelo Anthony got 13. DJ Augustine got 16. Malik Monk got 17. Austin Reeves got 15. It's no excuses for this. It's no excuses for
God
this.
damn. But they giving up like 130? They giving up 130 points now?
Eric Gordon got 15. Kenya Martin Jr. got 14. Sheegan got 18. Kevin Porter Jr. cut his hair, got 10 points. Jalen Green got 29 points. Dennis Schroeder got 12. Garrison Matthews got 7. Josh Christopher got 21.
Damn.
Lakers ass cheeks, boy. Them niggas better be lucky that motherfucking New Orleans keep losing. And and Portland. Portland been losing hella games.
Yeah, the Lakers they're gonna end up being in that play in. I like for them to miss it all together, but they're gonna be in that play in because the other teams right
This
there
shit
with
is
them ain't gonna really knock them out. You
this shit is
I
unacceptable.
mean, you don't even watch the Asian sport with the people's elbow. Yeah. I want to do the spin a Rooney. I never did that though, but I was pretty much done with. Oh well, shit. I wasn't a kid then. What am I talking about? My bad. Y'all
Spin
asked
a
20.
Rooney.
Y'all asked 25 years. Yeah, y'all asked 25 years old trying to do the spin a Rooney on somebody. Something wrong.
Nigga, if you ain't Booker T, I don't know what the fuck going on with you.
Yeah,
Nigga,
exactly. Like what
if
the
you ain't
fuck?
tough enough, nigga, what the fuck this nigga trying to do the spin a Rooney for? Especially if you doing that shit in the street fight. Niggas gonna look at you stupid as fuck. Nigga, after the nigga get knocked down on the ground, he in the middle of you doing a spin a Rooney. This nigga gonna be looking at this nigga like he gonna point at you like, what the fuck is he doing? You get up, get your ass put right back to sleep.
Hell
Go ahead and
yeah,
spin these.
exactly.
Like that people's elbow, now that
And
I
if that
think
shit
about
was,
it, that shit might be one of the weakest shits
uh,
ever, my nigga. That people's elbow shit, like, come
it
on,
was.
bro. That shit there was
It was
cheesy as
just
fuck.
popular because The Rock did it. Yeah,
Yeah, man, I love The
it's just
Rock,
a
but that shit
regular
was
elbow
trash.
drop.
That shit was horrible. I'm looking back at that show like, yo, my nigga, ain't no way niggas really gonna let this nigga just jump over him twice like that and just drop this elbow on him. I ain't gonna let that nigga that. Oh, it's the people's elbow because he throws off the
Yeah,
people's elbow motherfucking
thank you.
band or whatever. Come
The
on, man.
yeah,
That
the
shit was
elbow
weak as
pad or
shit.
whatever that was.
I ain't never
It
like
really
trying to get that.
was.
I used to like getting the rock bottom off more than that shit. I'm playing SmackDown versus Raw and shit like that.
Yeah,
Nigga, I ain't never used to try to do the people's elbow. I'm always
yeah,
getting the rock bottom off. I remember when they used to let you steal finishers and shit like that. Nigga, I remember used to play Stone Cold, nigga, and Stone Cold stutter him, nigga, with the rock. That shit used to be funny as
yeah.
fuck.
See, man, if that Stone Cold Surfs out when I was a kid, I definitely would have put some people in that shit. I definitely would have did that. But shit,
I ain't
man,
never
y'all grew up at a good time for moves. We didn't have all those kind of moves in the '80s as kids. The moves got better.
I remember my little cousin jumped off the banister and tried to swanton dive, nigga, and almost went through the couch. Man, that shit was crazy. My grandmother was heated, nigga.
Bet.
He fucked up a whole couch on that shit. That nigga jumped off that banister. You think like this nigga got me fucked up. You think I'm about to let him land on me, nigga? You got me fucked up. I'm about to fucking move out of the way, nigga. I ain't about to let this nigga land on me, nigga. This
You did
nigga, I
that
said, this,
last second rollover.
yes sir. I was on that couch. I slid off that shit. That nigga hit that couch. Boom, boom. Oh
Damn.
my. I was like, ah, ah.
Shit,
That nigga was just yelling out, ah.
you should have, hey, you should have put both knees up or the one foot up at the last minute and catch him right in the chin. Oh, you would have
He'd have
fucked
been
him up
tight.
though
He'd
if
have been
you did
even.
that.
Yo, my grandmother came out there and heard that big ass boom when he hit that couch. Man, that nigga like she looked down and coming down them stairs and seen him like that little nigga was inside the couch. Like
Damn.
he lucky that it
In
wasn't
the
one of those couches.
couch.
Yeah, he lucky it wasn't one of those couches with the like the bed inside it because he would have got fucked up. Man,
Yeah.
because like
Oh
he
yeah.
took like all that shit that was like that whole like that shit that like the couch like don't you know how it got like that little cloth shit to keep the padding
Yeah.
up and on? Man, he went through
Yep.
all that shit.
God damn.
That nigga
So
was
he
on the
was the
ground.
cloth
He
in the
was
pad.
yeah. He was like if it wasn't for them that like them cushions and all that shit, he would have been fucked up because
Damn.
he was small and he went
So
through the
he was
whole
the
fucking couch
yeah.
because he hit that shit in the middle and
So
that
he
whole shit
was the
thing.
couch.
That's a fact. My grandmother came downstairs and seen that nigga inside that couch. She went ham on us. Man, that shit was crazy, man. Them was the days. Can't buy those back. Sort of God. I wish I could.
Nah. Yeah, enjoy them while they last, 'cause they don't come back.
Worm, these niggas is
You
beyond
might have
basura. These niggas terrible. Horrible. Lakers is ass cheeks, man. Them niggas lucky I ain't no hater because I could
to.
put a whole I could make my whole channel pop this year off of these niggas hate word saying that these niggas ass. But
Yeah,
nah,
that's the
man.
funny thing. Yeah, all you got to do is talk shit about the Lakers. You get like 1 million views, 1 million people trying
Mm-hmm.
to get on your panel and all that just to spew hate.
This shit crazy.
Mainly talking shit about LeBron more than the Lakers.
Mm-hmm. Man, I wish I should have got some snacks, man, when I was out, man. I want something sweet, like some motherfucking Skittles or some shit, man. Starburst.
Shit, I
Some
ain't had
Mambas.
Skittles in fucking eons. Yeah, Mambas used to be the shit. I used to get that all the time after school.
Yeah, I love them shits. Them my shits. That dollar. I'm mad that the Dollar Tree started selling everything for $1.25 now. And they used to get four of them shits for $1.
The,
Like you used to get every flavor in a big ass pack, a 4 pack for $1. Man, I used to go to the store and rack up on them shits and just have them shits buy like 5 or 6 of them shits for $6, money, and just have this shit in my a big ass
yeah.
bowl and just keep on picking through that shit and like shit like just grab it,
So
man. I love Mambas.
so the dollar store is a $1.25 store now.
Yeah, Dollar Tree $1.25 now. They might as well
Shit,
call
it's
that
gonna
shit
be
a
a
dollar
dollar
more
fifty
now.
before you know it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the
Big
dollar
facts.
fifty store, the over dollar store. Fuck it, they just gonna call it the store. Ain't no set price. Fuck it. It used to be a dollar.
Yeah. They gonna have a sign, nigga, in the store formerly known as Dollar Tree. Rather than instead of Prince, remember when Prince changed his shit to a symbol?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
big
the
on niggas.
symbol.
Gonna change
Yeah,
their
that's
shit
what
to a
it's gonna
symbol. That's a symbol, nigga. It was that this store formerly known as Dollar Tree. Fuck
That's
out
a
of here.
shame, man. They going up on every goddamn thing. Everything they going up on.
Yo,
Motherfucking
oh,
war out there in Ukraine.
there's no
Yeah, what up?
87 gas in my city. 89 or 93,
No
whatever it is.
87?
No
Really?
87 in my city. This shit
These
crazy. Ain't
motherfuckers
no
went up.
87.
Well,
And
motherfuckers is
87 is
paying over
350.
six
I mean
dollars.
450. Oh my God.
Man, we paying over $6. Dude, I went to Arco. This is Arco. This is what 2 days ago. I had a quarter tank filled, so I got to fill up. That shit was $5.79 for 87. It took $80 to fill my damn tank up. I don't have no SUV. Got a typical sedan. It took 80 damn dollars to fill that bitch up.
Oh nah,
My
that's crazy.
ass ain't going nowhere unnecessarily right now
Mm-hmm. And shit gonna get
because
even
of
worse during summer.
motherfucking war. Yeah, and the fucked up part about it, we don't even get a lot of our oil from
From Russia.
Ukraine or whatever. We don't
Mm-hmm.
get. They said we get what, maybe 8, 10%, whatever, if that. We don't even get much from them. So why are we getting gals like this?
Yeah, that shit's sickening.
$6. They said, yeah, they said somewhere $7 for gas out here in California.
Mm. That shit crazy. Remember during COVID when that shit first striking, nobody was driving gas was like $1 and some change. And that shit was getting
Yeah,
down. Like
yeah, it
that
was
shit was
cool. I was loving it. I ain't gonna lie, the pandemic was fucked up, but it was certain shit that was cool. Wasn't no traffic. Gas was cheaper.
and then you got niggas on motherfucking streams spewing goofy shit talking about high gas prices mean the economy is good. Yes, yeah,
No, it
economy. Man,
don't.
if you dumbass niggas don't listen to what the
Shut
fuck
up.
these niggas is spewing on these dumbass streams, you niggas sitting here
I know.
listening to these niggas thinking that these niggas know it all, be all because they got a college degree. These niggas is smart dummies. Nigga
Since
really
when
said
has
that dumb shit.
gas ever been a sign of the economy? Yeah.
Nigga really said that shit. High gas prices mean that your economy is doing good. Nigga, that don't mean shit, nigga.
Mm, shit, gas prices go up, period, if they wanted to. What is he talking about? Whoever says that is stupid. They don't give a damn about no economy. If they want to raise gas prices, they're going to do it. They've always done that. And
Goofy.
typically, if you
Niggas
got a war going on, they do it.
niggas is goofies.
Dumbasses. Anything to lie for Joe Biden, I guess. I don't know.
Nah, the nigga that said this shit
Had
was on
nothing
some
to do with no
stupid shit. On
fucking
some
economy.
nigga just a nigga because he got a college education. Nigga, end all be all what he say. Nah, that shit was
Yeah.
dumb as fuck. I can't
I,
believe
I
niggas
don't
said
know
that.
how
Niggas
good
believe
the
niggas print
economy
with
is.
that.
Yeah. Well, I
The
don't know how
economy ain't
good the
doing that good.
economy could be doing. Nah, well, people still ain't going back to work in some cases.
That's a fact, and it's a shortage on
We,
everything. Got
yeah,
shit backed
yeah,
up for months. You got all this shit backed up in California and them shit, y'all. You got them people out there waiting months at a time to get
yep,
this shit unloaded. This economy is in fucking shambles. This shit crazy. Niggas is wildin'. And the fact that niggas
yeah. They
compare the
trying to.
economy to the gas prices are fucking stupid. Like, there's no way niggas should get away with saying spewing dumb shit like that. That's crazy. And niggas don't even challenge them or
They
check them.
trying to
Like,
get.
nigga,
No, they trying to give jobs away and they can't do it.
that's a fact.
One of the few times they saying fuck it, we'll take anybody. We don't give a shit. We just need to get shit done. People don't want to take that shit.
Any and everybody, they want to act like they looking for work and they get hired. They don't go to this, don't start the job so they can keep collecting unemployment.
Yeah. Yeah, because they was running scams like a motherfucker when it came to them checks. What was it? The unemployment checks and the PPP loans or
Hmm.
whatever.
That's a fact.
That was the dumbest shit. Anybody who was scamming and got caught deserved that, but that was the dumbest shit to sit up there and try to scam the government out of that.
Niggas is wild, and I don't know what people was thinking. That shit is silly. You know, it, they are, man. Anything they give, and people really thinking that they ain't got to give it back, or they ain't. Okay,
Yeah,
nigga, a loan is a loan, nigga. It wasn't no grant. You know what I'm saying? And people sitting here lying about having business, man. Niggas is wild, and niggas be trying to do any and everything
oh
to get
yeah.
up and get one up, and then get mad when the shit come back to bite them in the ass. Why you lie about the shit? Oh, I thought y'all was giving out free money, nigga. You know damn well you was deceiving.
Yeah, man, I really had a business though, man. Yeah, right.
Where's it located? In my mind. Like in my mind, I was working on it. I just ain't had the blueprint yet. Man, shut your lame ass up with that dumb shit.
Motherfucker didn't even know. Okay, what was you selling? Yeah, I didn't get to that part yet. I was just thinking of something. I'm
That's a
like,
fact.
fucking ridiculous. They just saw an opportunity to get some free money, didn't think that nobody would catch up to them.
Thought the
I
shit was
think they
just
play
gonna be free.
Wiseman tonight. They wait till tomorrow.
They thought shit was gonna be sweet. I thought Wiseman just got assigned to the G League.
Yeah, well, I don't know if this is a replay game, but they playing that G League Ignite team. He's not supposed to play until tomorrow, but if they actually got a game tonight, why the fuck wouldn't they just play him tonight? Maybe because it's a back to back. That's probably why they playing him on the back end of the back to back.
That's love for Ukraine all over, man. Niggas love Ukraine more than niggas. That shit crazy.
You know what's funny? I haven't been paying too much attention to it, but yeah, I keep hearing that type of stuff you saying from people, and I'm like, that ain't our shit, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Leave
they
that
got
shit alone.
overtime, overtime. The website with the sports, they changed they whole.
Yeah,
They got a whole new logo with the Ukraine colors and all that shit.
man. Mm-mm. That's another part of the world. Let them deal with it. That's their issue.
That shit real. These niggas on some shit
I,
patch.
I don't even. Yeah, I don't even know the ins and outs of why that's going on. For all you know, they could have a legitimate reason. Who knows? But that's their shit. I'm staying
Hmm.
out of it.
That's a fact.
I
That's
don't
how I
have
feel
no
too.
dog in the fight.
Until the shit come knocking at my front door, I'm worried about it. But as of now, I'm gonna have to pay gas prices regardless, and all that other shit that come with it. You know what I'm saying? They talking about the energy bills is about to be crazy and all that shit. So even if you don't think you're using that much energy and all that shit, you still thinking you use like your AC and all that shit, you using the same amount of energy, and your shit gonna be still going up higher and all that shit because the energy about to be costing more to get that shit. And I'm like, yo, this some bullshit. This ain't nothing but a excuse
Yeah,
to,
we get.
to hike up the prices on everything.
Yeah. When summertime come, we really getting gouged on everything.
Hmm.
People going with all these mask mandates and some of the more strict states starting to wane, and more things to be fully opened up. People gonna want to get out of the house and do what? Spend money, have a good time, do all the shit they haven't been able to do for the last 2 years. They gonna take advantage of that.
Hmm. Especially if niggas still gonna be buying gas and all that shit. So
Yeah,
they're gonna
yeah,
definitely hit smack us over there. You got no choice but to buy gas to get back and forth to work. You gotta work, right? Since you back to work. You know what I'm saying?
yep, yeah. They just announced that Google is going to require their employees to come back to the office at least, what do they say, 70% of the time. So I don't think they have to go to work at the office every day, but I'm assuming maybe they have to go about 3 days a week.
If I'm these companies, they
Yep.
retarded. They don't make no sense. If you don't need to be in a building,
Yeah,
I'm
it
not gonna
don't.
have a building. I'm not gonna have a building, have all this overhead and all this extra cost. If I can have everything sent to you and you can work from the crib and still be as productive as you would be in office, I'm gonna let you stay at home. You know what I'm saying? Because that's more money in my pocket at the end of the day. Because I ain't got to worry about having a building and lights, electricity, and all the other bullshit that go with the building, the plumbing and all that shit. And so, but mm, but it
I
sucked
don't
that
get it. I was actually mad.
this. What's the part
It's
that's
about
crazy
to
is
be traffic.
mm, what's so crazy is like all them people that like me that held out to get the vaccine and all that shit, and
Mhm.
what, and now all of a sudden it's like all that shit don't matter no more. Like the vaccine, they stop. I don't see the push for the vaccine. Like you in the beginning of the NBA season, all that vaccine and all that shit. They was talking about the vaccine every other commercial. They don't even show that NBA vaccine commercial with all the players getting vaccinated throughout before. They don't even show that commercial no
Oh
more.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It was a big waste, man. All that shit was propaganda. All of it was propaganda. They had people at each other's neck, whether you want to get the vaccine or not. And they made you seem like a fucking X-Man if you didn't want to get the damn vaccine, like you was a mutant or some shit that should be ostracized from society.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was just disgusting. People just getting into arguments and fights on whether you should get the vaccine or not. Just no respect for somebody's choice in a country that claims we respect choice.
Freedom. Mm-hmm. It's crazy. That's what it seemed like.
You know,
The war
yeah,
broke out when
yeah.
COVID
War
just stopped.
broke out and COVID just stopped. Yep.
No cap.
They sure do have. They do have pretty good timing for all this stuff.
Because Devin Booker was the first time I
Little
heard of COVID
coincidental.
protocols in a while.
Yeah, I was surprised by that.
Mm-hmm. Just like in the NFL, after a certain point in the playoffs, that shit was non-existent. So I was definitely surprised to hear Devin Booker got it after the All Star break and all that shit.
I'm really wondering, are they gonna start making it seem like we gonna have more outbreaks? Because I saw a report yesterday saying there's a new variant. I forget the name of it. I'm like, where the fuck did this come from? But supposedly it's another variant that should be coming that's going to spread, and it's supposed to be, of course, more dangerous than the last one. So I wonder now. So they got something else to hang over us to possibly. Well, I don't think they'll completely shut down, but it seemed like there's something else that they can hold over us to force you to get more boosters, force you to quarantine or what have you. And in a lot of cases, what you're seeing is they're giving places the options of whether to let you in their facilities or not based on your vaccination status. So it ain't gonna even matter whether we in a pandemic anymore. You know, these motherfuckers will just be able to say, you don't have the vaccine, you can't come up in here.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's where this shit is headed. It ain't gonna even matter pandemic or not. They gonna want you to get this damn booster.
Because I'm wondering if I want to get my passport. I'm thinking like, damn, I should have been had my passport now. They try to make me get that shit to get to
Oh
my
yeah.
passport. I'm gonna be tight, cause I ain't gonna get that shit then. Cause like my but I don't know. That's a Puerto Rico's a American territory, huh, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Cause my friend just my homeboy, he said he ain't got that shit. He just went over to Italy and shit like that. He said he just had to pass a negative COVID test.
Yeah.
Yo, it's 11 o'clock already. Wow, I didn't realize it was this
Yeah,
late.
I don't have passport. Yeah, I keep forgetting you on the East Coast, man. Shit. It's just now getting 8 o'clock. I'm about to go get me something to eat in a minute. Um, yeah, Allison, that's yeah, motherfuckers is acting crazy. Like, I mean, they don't know how to act. They not gonna know how to act this summer. I know that damn much. It's gonna be a whole lot of silly shit. These motherfuckers been locked in for 2 weeks. I mean, 2 years. It's gonna
Hmm.
be a whole lot of wilding out.
They gonna say this the first summer that's gonna show some resemblance since 2019, right? Since some resemblance of
Yeah,
whatever they call it. I don't know how to. Some words in the
normalcy.
dictionary.
Yeah,
Yeah,
normalcy.
that should be kicking my ass. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I can fuck it. Whatever that
That
word is, yeah.
bullshit. Yeah.
Whatever you call it. Nigga, that word was kicking my ass. Like one time, my little cousin, man, we was at his crib, and his mom was like, he stuttered real bad. That nigga was on something. She was like, "What you want for dinner?" He's like, "Spit, spit, 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 chicken." That shit was crazy, yo. And I tell you, I started laughing because like the way he said that shit out of nowhere, how he just started saying how he just said chicken because he wanted, and she knew he wanted to say
Damn.
spaghetti, but that nigga just said chicken. I don't know. I started laughing, but like I was a kid, I didn't think nothing of it. It was just funny to me how he said chicken, like the way he
Yeah.
said chicken. That's the reason why I laughed. I didn't laugh because he was stuttering, but how he said the word chicken was funny as hell to me. Yo, when I tell you, like my cousin, like this is my first, like my little second cousin was stuttering like this, but my first cousin is his mom, and she like in her 30s, and I'm a kid. She was looking at me. She was mad as fuck, and she was like, "Don't be you." And she got heated. You could see she was red as fuck. She, "Don't be you making fun of him." Da, da, da." I'm like, I wasn't laughing because of him stuttering. It wasn't because of the stutter. It was just how he said chicken, like his voice, how he said that shit. Cause you know
Yeah.
he got frustrated. I could tell he got frustrated, but I didn't laugh because he got frustrated. I laughed how he said chicken, like the pitch in his voice, how he said that shit was just so high. He was like, "Chicken." That's how he
Yeah.
just said that shit. I was like, I just started
Chicken.
laughing, and then she was tight, but he got over that shit. I don't like. He was to stutter
Oh,
crazy
that's good.
bad. Yeah, he got over that shit, and he be doing public speaking and all that shit. That
Oh,
nigga got
that's
over that
cool,
shit.
man.
Like, it's like a mind block thing that
Yeah,
his.
people.
They said,
Yeah, a lot of times it is. Um, a lot of people get dogged out for laughing at stuttering. I did that to a homeboy one time. I didn't expect it though. That shit caught me off guard. We was in English class, and he was asked to read something out loud to the class. This motherfucker sounded like the Dutta man from New Jack City. And I'm like, what the f-? Me and my boy look, and I just kept sniggling and sniggling. And I couldn't help that shit because I wasn't expecting. I'm like, now when he talk, he's normal. But then he was reading that. I don't know, maybe he was nervous having to read in front of the class or something. I get it. But shit, that shit just took me by surprise. And so I think we was on like a lunch break or something. And my boy Ed was like, yeah, man, such and such was like, man, man, fuck him. He was talking all this shit, laughing at me. I'm like, man, he took it that serious. I'm like, well, shit, I didn't know. But I mean, he talked normal. I thought he was fucking around or something. It was just funny. But yeah, it is messed up to laugh at people stuttering because that could be you one day.
That's man. My homeboy,
Look at your mouth.
one of my good friends, rest in peace, Anthony Sistrom. Man, we was in the eighth grade, man, and he got asked to read out loud, and he was
Damn.
stuttering like a motherfucker. And this kid, this white boy in the class named William McLaughlin, they call him BJ. That shit used to be funny. It's funny. They used to call that nigga BJ
Oh,
because of
hell
Will and
no.
Bill. Because of Will and Bill, and he was a
Damn.
junior, so that shit used to be funny as fuck. But the nigga Anthony was in
Man.
there. He was in there reading, stuttering. That nigga hit him with that Adam Sandler shit. That day, Junior. And yo, when he said that
Man,
shit,
that's cold.
the whole class was laughing. I was in tears. And then next thing you know, he started
That's
yelling out.
cold.
He started calling that nigga Dr. Seuss. Oh my God, yo! I swear to God, yo, the elementary and middle school was crazy. He called that nigga Dr. Seuss for the
Man,
rest of the year. It's cruel,
kids is cruel, man. Kids don't give a fuck. Kids don't give a shit. That'd be
man.
cold. I
See,
know B. I was
Allison
just
knew who he
saying.
was, man. That nigga used to call it, yo. He called that nigga
Damn,
BJ, man. That shit used to be funny as fuck, man, bro. He
man.
called that nigga William, and bro, he told that nigga, yo. That's the first time I ever heard that shit. I never had seen what's that shit called? Billy Adams. Billy Madison. I never had seen that movie
Billy
before.
Madison. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man, when he said that shit and everybody, I was dying laughing. And he's like, "You never heard of that shit before?" I was like, "Nah." He's like, "You gotta watch Billy Madison. You heard of Adam Sandler?" Like, fuck yeah, nigga. Man,
That is
I
a
was,
Dr. Seuss, man.
yo, I was
Man.
in tears, bro. He called that nigga Dr. Seuss for the rest of his like until he like as long as I know them niggas, he was calling that nigga Dr. Seuss or DS. That shit was crazy, bro. I was in tears laughing. But I got a story for myself, man. I got nervous as fuck. I don't know what happened. I know how to read, and I be reading
Yeah.
on here, reading articles on this shit when we be talking and shit. So I know how to read. But man, I just had a nervous block, man. I don't know what the fuck happened. I ain't expect the nigga to call on me, man. Once he called on me, I just froze up. And I was sitting there stuttering, reading this little motherfucking this passage in the book in college. Man, I had to stop myself. I had to crack a joke and everything, man. I was like, man, I'm out here sounding like Floyd Mayweather. What the fuck wrong with me? Man, I had the whole
That's
class
fucked up.
laughing when I said that shit. Man, I took all the pressure off myself. I just started
Damn.
reading regular. I was like, yeah, what the fuck? I don't know why I had all that. Yo, I literally had to stop myself and told myself, yo, why am I reading like Floyd Mayweather right now? And I heard the whole class laugh. All that. I don't know why I got nervous like that, but nigga, I was stuttering like a motherfucker. I was,
That's all, folks.
yeah, sort of God, I was on my
Yeah.
motherfucking
Man,
man.
man, reading in front of the class was hard. I remember one time I I was in I was in high school. Yeah, I had to be in like eighth, ninth grade. We didn't take ninth graders at my high school at the time I went there. Um, we were asked to read something. I forget what the fuck it was, but I read the shit. How the fuck did I end up reading the wrong page? Like I was reading shit backward. I don't know how to, to this day. I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. The people was confused. Like, what the fuck is he reading? And I don't know if was so nervous I flipped the page backwards, but I ended up reading a page I wasn't supposed to read after reading one that I did. And motherfuckers was like, man, what the fuck is he doing? And and the teacher looked at me and was like, what are you reading? I'm like, well, this. He's like, no, that's the wrong page. I asked you to read this one and this. I'm like, oh, I think I was just so nervous and I didn't want to do it that my
Mhm.
brain just locked. And when I was reading the shit, I wasn't stuttering, but I was reading hella slow, like I couldn't see. But also, I was supposed to wear glasses. I didn't always wear my glasses because I didn't want to look like a nerd. Now I don't care, but 14 years old, 13 years old, uh, I forget who it was. Somebody saw me with glasses. They started laughing. I was like, "You wear glasses?" I'm like, "Fuck this shit, I ain't wearing it."
That shit,
But
man.
public
That
speaking is
public
a
speaking
bitch.
shit ain't. Yeah, that shit is no joke. That shit is real.
No, it
I don't
ain't.
know what the fuck that is. Like that shit really will make or break you in that moment. Like that shit really like why the fuck that shit is
Yeah.
so nerve wracking, especially when you ain't got no order. Even if a nigga do give you order and let you know who you reading next and shit like that shit before when that person about to like that shit still be having you nervous when that person that's before you finish reading she like fuck it's my turn. I don't know what that public speaking shit is.
I
Like that
know.
shit is crazy. No matter what, I I know how to read, but that shit still motherfucking to make me anxious. But if I know I got the room for real, like and I know like I don't know like that one time in
Yeah.
college, I was shook, nigga. He said my name. I was like, Bradley, nigga, that's me. Oh shit, this nigga want me to read.
He's like, huh?
I was
He's
like,
like, whoa, wait a minute now.
I was on some shit like, oh shit, and next thing you know, I was nigga, cat had my motherfucking tongue. I was tongue tied like a motherfucker, man.
Yeah, I
But
know
once I
that.
made everybody laugh, and I was like, oh shit, I'm straight. I got this. And Lakers wild cheeks,
This
hurt a little.
motherfucker got super power bombed on a tape through a table, and they almost missed the power bomb. That would have been
Mm,
bad.
yeah,
That
niggas
would have
would have
been bad if they missed
niggas,
that table.
niggas would have died.
And yeah, and we was just talking about fucking people up as kids with the
Mhm.
wrestling.
He was about to fuck somebody up as an adult. He was about to be a paraplegic.
You for sure. They had this. I don't know. It's some group Jericho lined up with. They had dude on the side of the apron, table outside. They had one dude hold him up, and they had two dudes in the ring with his legs. So basically it was a triple super power bomb through a table in which his fucking shoulders barely got to the damn table.
Mm.
So that
Almost
shit
killed
was
a boy.
neck, head, and shoulder. Yeah, you supposed to power bomb with through the back.
Back, yeah. You supposed to slam a motherfucker crazy on a back wild hard. Boom!
Yeah,
Kevin Nash
yeah,
style and shit
mid
like that.
back.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
slam that
man,
nigga.
he gave the best power bombs.
That nigga used to
When
be
his power
bodying
bombs
niggas.
was on point, man.
You thought that nigga about to throw that motherfucker through the ring. That nigga used to be bobbing nigga. I'd be like, God damn, I would hate to take that shit. Nigga, can you imagine having to take
Hell
them
yeah, you
bumps,
want to talk
nigga?
about going through a couch? Nah, hell no,
That
man.
nigga Kevin Nash. Oh my god, I used to see that shit. Like, there's no way niggas. There were some moves that when niggas was getting hit with them shits, I'm like, there's no way this is fake. And
Yeah,
then like I
no, it
seen it up
ain't.
first. I seen it on first and personal, like especially like when I seen Chris Jericho versus Chris
Hell yeah.
Benoit in person, and I heard
Oh
fucking
shit.
Chris Benoit slapping that nigga Chris Jericho. I was like, this shit ain't fake. There's no
Yeah.
way. And like I seen Kane in
Shit, they
person. Like I
turned
got all
red
they
with them
autographs.
chops.
Yeah, that nigga was red as
Oh,
fuck.
you
Like he
did?
was.
Okay.
Yeah, I seen. Man, that was the best time. That was probably one of the best nights of my life.
Yeah.
Man, I told mom I thought
We
because
saw.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday night Raw. I'm not Sunday night Raw. Sunday night Heat used to come on. It used to be an hour, so I thought it was gonna be an hour
Oh, okay.
show. Man, we went to the motherfucking start. This shit started at like 7 o'clock. We didn't get out of that shit till almost midnight. I didn't get home till almost 2 o'clock in the
Yeah.
morning, getting staying outside, getting autographs and taking pictures with
Man.
Undertaker and shit like that. Man, had all them autographs
Oh,
and all
that's
that shit.
cool, man.
Yeah, man, that shit was crazy as a kid. My mom barked on my sister when she dropped me back off at home. Nigga, she like, and you better wake the fuck up tomorrow, and it better not be no. She was livid because this was a Sunday night, and I had to go
Yeah.
to school Monday. Right that Monday,
Oh yeah.
man, that shit was
Yeah, you gotta
crazy.
let a
Oh,
kid enjoy that though.
yeah, I had
That's a
that
once in a
man.
lifetime opportunity.
You don't understand. That was some bucket list type shit, nigga. Kane came out and he did that
Oh
little
yeah.
flame shit. Nigga, we were so close to the ring,
Oh
nigga.
yeah.
We felt the heat from the pyrotechnics and shit like that. We was that close.
Damn.
I'll remember that for the rest of my life. That we was front row, like crispy ass
Yeah.
seats. Nigga, Undertaker got and came in
Okay,
that
you got
shit.
better seats than we did.
Yeah, that nigga came in that shit. That shit was pitch black, like literally pitch black.
Damn.
Like I was blowed. Nigga, next thing you know, he just appeared in the ring. I'm like, how the fuck he get in the ring? Like that shit was crazy.
Yeah, we did some NWO shows.
Uh huh.
We went to San Francisco at the I don't know if the Cow Palace is still around, but this arena called the Cow Palace, and we got to see the NWO. We got to see Ric Flair and all that. And
Mm-hmm.
like, dude, you ain't lying when you say you could feel the heat from the pyrotechnics or whatever. That shit is wild, man. And then like, um, I did get to see Kane and the Undertaker. But I wasn't where you was though. I had saw the Undertaker. I think when he was first starting out in the WWF,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw Kane. Shit. I think this was like after his first beef with Undertaker or whatever it was. After they went through the whole this is his brother shit.
Yo, remember they really cat? Remember they really had me thinking them niggas was brothers, bro. Like that shit is them niggas be fucking capitalizing off the young mind like a motherfucker. Them niggas really be having naive motherfuckers believing that shit, man. I really believe Edge and Christian was brothers. I really believe Matt
Yeah,
and
me
Jeff
too.
Hardy was brothers. I wonder if they really is brothers or not.
I think they really are brothers, aren't they?
Edge and Christian? I don't know. What's good, Allison?
Oh no, no,
Nothing.
the Hardys.
Matt and Jeff Hardy? Oh yeah, Matt and Jeff Hardy? I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
Yes, they really are brothers, and
Okay.
Edge and Christian are cousins.
Wow, that's fire.
Yeah, I don't think I
Maybe.
saw Edge and Christian live. I don't think I did.
I've seen them live, but not live when they were like tag team partners. I've seen it when Christian was like real corny, like around what was that one dude Gregory Helms when he was the Hurricane.
That wrestling shit ain't no joke. You see a
Oh
live
yeah.
show, it's cool. That shit is cool live.
I seen a few, but they were
Saw
like
Macho Man, the
I
Heart
think the
Foundation.
oh
Got
no
to
that's all
shake
that's a little that's
Macho
like my
Man's
brother's
hand,
era.
Jim Neidhart's hand, Bret Hart's hand. Macho Man was real
That's
cool to the fans.
yeah,
For the
that's my
little bit
older
of
brother's
time that he
favorite.
got to say hello to everybody, because my mom would take me early so you could see all the wrestlers come into the arena.
Mhm.
Yeah. My
And
mom would
that's how
take
I
me
got
late
to see
purposely
them. And
so I
so they
wouldn't
walk
see
by the
that.
fans and shake hands, say hello real quick before they go, get dressed and perform in the show and all that. But it was cool. These motherfuckers are huge, though. Like, god
Yeah,
damn, you
nigga.
think they big on TV?
That's what I'm saying. Can you imagine seeing Kane, nigga? I'm only like 7, 8 years. No,
God
I'm probably like
damn.
10. Nah, that was after my father had passed away, so I was probably like 11. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like
Kane's big
11
as fuck.
because my dad
Wow.
died in 2012. I mean 2002. Yeah, I was like
Okay.
11. Man, yeah, man, I was like 11, and I was always smaller than everybody else, man. When I tell you I was small, I was small. Like, yo, I used to be real small. So, man, seeing Kane and them, man, I wasn't even coming up to them niggas kneecaps and shit like that. Them niggas was huge. I'm like,
I seen Kane when I
man,
was like
Yeah,
16, I think.
telling you.
Yeah, he was
And
tall.
like, I saw Hulk Hogan in the 80s. This is
I
back in the 80s. I saw the Ultimate Warrior. I saw Greg Valentine, Ricky Steamboat, Jake the Snake. He had that damn snake. Um, Oh, I saw the Honky Tonk Man. That shit was funny. He came out there talking his shit, and he had that guitar and got, I forget who he went up against. He smashed the guitar. I don't think it was Coco Beware because they had a feud for a quick minute. But I did see Coco Beware. Um, yeah, I did see Ric Flair, but that was when he was at the NWO, that whole war shit. I don't think I got to see Ric Flair, the Nature Boy,
I would
Arnie
have loved to
Anderson
see
group.
Evolution.
In what was it, NWA, AWA? I don't think I went to a WCW event before that NWO shit. I don't think I saw one of their events before all that went out in '96. That shit keep going out. Hell, man, this is bullshit.
I would have paid big money to see Evolution live.
Yo, yo, yo,
You,
yo. I don't know if you can hear me.
we can hear you, Oak.
This a bitch.
You can hear him, Allison?
Yeah.
I need you to put your address in the private chat so I can send that shirt off to you.
Oh,
Oh, I didn't know.
how you do that?
Huh? It should say
Where you do that
private
at?
chat. You don't see it say private chat?
Oh yeah, I see it now.
Man, I gotta get me some candy, man. I can't fucking sit here. Just be sitting here cotton mouth like this.
Yo, I just bought mad candy because I got him out the other day.
I'm about to sit
Yeah,
here
this
and
fucking
fucking
janky
grab.
ass goddamn Wi-Fi. Shit. Fucking Silicon Valley.
My man said he in the technology capital of the world and can't get a
How the,
goddamn reception.
how the hell do we have fucked up reception with it? Anyway, so you doing the best candy show pretty soon, right?
You said best candy?
Yeah, I thought I saw something where you had best TV shows or top five TV shows, top five candy. No, I already know. I already got a list for them.
Oh, so
Damn.
I ain't think about candy. That's a smart idea because niggas love candy. And you
What
know
happened?
niggas
I
got different
can't.
generations and all that shit. So
Oh, I thought I
that's
saw you.
it.
I thought. God damn, man, cutting out. Shit. I wonder if it's me. All right, can you hear me?
You can hear me?
I can hear you now. Yeah.
Oh, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
The doctor said I need about 3 weeks in recovery. All the nurses are
Well,
lovely,
maybe not.
saying the best part of the day is not feeding me breakfast and giving me a sponge bath. And nigga Biggie was talking big cap. Nigga said the doctors told him that best part of the day is his hat. That nigga Biggie was capping. Why Biggie cap like that, man?
Man,
Yeah,
B.I.
this shit's going in and out. That nigga told them,
Represent, baby, baby.
yeah, I believe this gas station shit's still be over, man. I nigga just need some Skittles or something, man.
You actually getting some candy, huh?
Yeah, man, this shit is literally, it's it's a 30
Yeah,
second drive to the store. I mean, it's literally right here up the street from my house. I'm about to just
hey
go ahead
man,
and get this shit.
I know how you feel. I have the urge for a snack. I had to leave the place late night to go get some damn York peppermint patties. I had to do it. I had to do it. I couldn't go
Oh,
without them. I was fiending for it. I don't know why. Just had to step out and get them. Get them late night munchies. It'd be like that.
that's a fact. It ain't nothing crazy. I'm just gonna make this shit real quick. I'll be right back. Oh, I'm gonna just go into the store and I'll be right back in.
I,
All right. Yeah, gas stations looking even grim, and the inventory in the gas station looking bad. Damn, nigga, they had no chips, no snacks in that shit, not a ho, not a ding dong, not a Twinkie, nothing. Them motherfuckers in here wild. Them niggas ain't got no little cakeries. The fuck is popping with the inventory in the world right now, man?
Did you get your Skittles?
I couldn't even get Skittles. They ain't had the Skittles on when I had to get some Mambas instead. You know what I'm saying? I can never go wrong with those, even if I don't get my favorite color. My favorite flavor, raspberry. I still can't get mad at it.
Raspberries. That's I don't like when I get a bunch of them damn oranges. That mess me up.
That's a fact. That's the reason why I like them packs from the dollar store from the because you get one of each. One orange, one orange, one lemon, one raspberry, one strawberry. No matter what.
Oh yeah. Hey man, sometimes you look out and you get like two strawberries or two raspberries.
That's a fact. Every once in a blue.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Shit. I'd be crazy. I'd be looking through the package. I try to get under a light or something and see which one is the best one. So I don't grab one that got like two oranges by accident or something.
Sort of guy. He said, "Hey, damn, you get two lemons and what? God damn, there ain't no way I lucked out like this. I
Yeah,
got
that
two
damn orange.
strawberry. Like, man, I don't really like strawberry like that. I'd rather have raspberry.
I like the strawberry though. I ain't gonna lie.
Damn,
Strawberry's cool. Raspberry is the best one, but I can fuck with strawberry.
yeah, that raspberry. Hitting. But it's sad in these stores right now, man. That store ain't have nothing in that shit. That shit might as well shut
What you
down,
got?
my nigga. That shit might as well not even be open.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit open for. That shit ain't got barely anything in it. That shit only got a handful of gas. Man, that shit crazy, man. That shit ain't have no chips or boys, no nothing in that shit. No motherfucking, no little cookies, no little motherfucking nothing.
Yeah, it depends on what store you go to. I mean, it's some dollar stores that got everything, and then there's some dollar stores that be janky as hell. They don't have shit.
All these stores looking like that. Even like these, even Publix is a big store brand down here, and that shit looking crazy. Cause I
Oh,
went to
really?
Aldi, yeah, I went to Aldi's, and they got little Save Lots and shit like that. And them
Oh,
little
okay.
shit got nothing in them, barely. So
Uh,
if they barely got anything in them, these major brand stores about to be next. So that's that little generic brand shit. It's not like the like you go to Publix and all that stuff. You get either they brand or you get the name brand shit. You go to Aldi's and Save a
uh,
Lot, you ain't got nothing but the you know what I'm saying. They got some regular brand stuff, but majority of that shit is generic.
yeah. Damn, Steven Regal's still going at it. I try to get into that AEW. It's alright. I can't really get into it.
Oh yeah, I
I
understand.
mean, it's okay. I ain't shitting on it. I don't know. I think I just outgrew wrestling now. That's all.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm starting to look at that shit too. I'm looking at that shit like I told you. I was critiquing this shit. I'm like, that ain't that ain't what I was supposed to be doing while I'm watching this shit. I'm supposed to be enjoying this shit.
Exactly. It's hard, man. But you know what? When you saw that Attitude Era and what was the other one, Ruthless Aggression or whatever, um, that was wrestling at like a level that can't be matched. Because we saw some crazy shit.
You can hear me?
I hear you now.
Okay. Let's see. Turn this shit off. I just got back in the house.
No,
Make sure that shit echoing. I can't believe these bum ass Lakers, man.
they lost. Good. Fuck them.
Weak ass.
I don't know how we blew that shit. Yeah, dude, we playing like shit. No, we had no business blowing that shit.
Could have been worse
I'm
though.
talking-
A nigga could have broke that record that Kobe 60 on y'all. Y'all have been looking even worse. But
What was not Kobe's record is 81.
I'm talking about that 60, the oldest player.
Oh, okay.
Kaminga and them
Yeah,
was doing. Kaminga went crazy for y'all last night.
yeah, yeah. Him and Moody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they'll be all right.
I think that's gonna
Them
be good
two.
for y'all, especially when it comes to that playoff shit.
Yeah. Well, Moody has a more refined game, and he's actually, um, I would say, more polished. Kaminga still raw. Well, I didn't realize Kaminga actually was supposed to be a freshman in college this year, so he actually declared a year early because he did that Ignite shit. So he left high school a year early. They said
Mm-hmm.
so. He actually shouldn't even be in the NBA anyway, just because he would have had to be a one and done player this year. So that's kind of amazing that he's doing what he's doing, being that technically he should be in college, or at least his freshman year.
That's a fact.
Because it's hard to remember, man. These guys, him and Moody, they both only 19 years old.
And they showing up big time right now, especially like you said, they coming. Them niggas supposed to be fresh out. Them niggas supposed to be fresh out
Yeah,
of high school right now. That's a blessing that they developing like that and they ahead of schedule.
yep. God damn, he just fucking suplexed him forward into a power bomb. Shit. I don't know, man. It's just maybe it's because getting spoiled in that era, they just don't have the characters like they used to have in wrestling. I tried watching some of that. What is that on Friday night? Is that SmackDown on Friday night?
On Fox, yup.
Yeah, I tried watching some of it. It ain't the same, man. I know they don't go as far out as they used to, but it it ain't the same.
That shit don't hit.
Nah, man, the characters are dry to me, and they trying to force shit. It just don't work.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact. And the sad
Because
part
I
about
mean,
it is
like,
they still selling out arenas.
yeah, it's true.
It's a whole new
That's
generation that
all.
still fuck with that shit.
Yeah, that's all that matters to them. Because it's just like The Rock. Another thing too, you got The Rock, Steve Austin, Triple H, all these different guys. They all had personalities, man. It's hard. It's hard to hit like that all at once.
Mm-hmm.
That's gold. To have that many personalities at the same time, that normally don't happen to that degree.
Big facts. Cause that was a whole like they had a whole they had so many Shawn Michaels,
Yep.
even though niggas didn't want to be in the front of the camera like that. But they had Paul Heyman.
Yep.
They had mad different people. The Rock used to sell that shit crazy. That niggas used to talk that shit to them niggas. That should be funny.
And that shit was crazy because you had Steve Austin, The Rock, Triple H, and them three could carry a damn organization. You got all three of them at once, and they can each get the crowd. Because normally, people be picking favorites, but I mean, they could each get each other's fan base.
That's a fact. Cause they was all marquee, and they
Yep.
all was like, and like don't be like they all three was like each other rivals like at that time too. Be like, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was like there was the three faces of that shit, to be real.
Because you could hate one of them, but you had to see them. Because normally I
Triple
know
H.
there are times,
That's
yeah,
Triple H.
yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna even lie. I hate.
Man,
He
Triple H
played
used
that
to do
to
that
a
possum
T.
shit, that little possum shit, and then he under upper low blow
Yeah.
niggas. He be high kneeing niggas, be getting the sledgehammer. The cerebral assassin. I used to hear JR say, the cerebral assassin. Oh my god.
Man, I
Man,
used to hate Triple H. He made me sick, but he played his part right.
that nigga, he might be he's definitely a top five in my eyes. That nigga definitely was doing the damn thing.
Mhm.
Now that I look back at him, like, yo, that nigga played his role to a character, like you said, because I used to despise that nigga. I used to really be like, yo, this nigga here, man. And then everybody used to play with him on a wrestling video game. That nigga Triple H he a goat. You gotta give him his credit.
Yeah, yeah. You want to kick his ass in that game because he
That's a
wasn't getting
fact.
his ass kicked enough in the
In
damn,
real
and that
life,
made it worse because it's like, man, and you know he fucking Stephanie. He ain't losing no time soon. That shit made it even worse.
that's a fact. That's crazy. But I'm about to wrap this shit up, Oka. I'm saying it's about to be 12 o'clock over here. I appreciate you. I'm gonna be back on
That's
Friday night.
good.
Friday night, I'm gonna do the Joel Embiid versus Cat.
Oh, right on.
So
Well,
be, you know what
shit, I
I'm
already know I'm taking that.
saying? Like, so be ready for that on Friday night. I'm gonna do that, and then I just did I dropped another one for best voices R&B and hip hop. You know what I'm saying? All time. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So
that's cool.
yeah, get your list together for that. And what else? I'm working on. Actually, I ain't drop it yet. I'm gonna wait until I'll tell you backstage or whatever. I'll just put it in a private chat. But I'll wait for that. But I got
Well, I
that's gonna be a
saw,
good one.
yeah, I saw it was some shows you had.
That's gonna
I
be the
don't know.
one.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
that, okay. Yeah,
I'm putting it in a private chat right now for you.
gotcha. All right. Oh, shit. Okay,
Yeah.
now that's, oh,
So you
shit.
gotta.
Now that's a good one. Nah,
And
okay,
so
so nah, the ones that I saw, it was something else in regards to something like the
yeah. So like
other
I'm gonna
shit.
drop that. I'm gonna put that one out probably sometime next week, and then the thumbnail for that one, them gonna be the different topics of that one. So had that together. So like it's gonna probably be like 12 different facets of that shit. So be
But
ready for that one. That's gonna be a good one.
you know the ones I'm talking about though, right?
Hmm.
Um, um
About the TV show one, that's next week.
oh, okay, got you. Yeah.
I think that's for like the 15th.
Shit. I don't even have to make a list. I know it off the top of my
Yes, sir.
head.
That's a fact. I need that. I appreciate your love and support, man. Every time y'all come on live and you hit the panel, I appreciate you, man. Because at the end of the day, I'll be up here talking to myself. If it wasn't for y'all, the panels that be coming through and showing me love,
Oh nah. Yeah, I ain't gonna let that happen, man. I like the show.
I
Yeah.
appreciate you, man.
All right. Peace.
Yes, sir. You have
Right
a
on.
blessed night. And you stay safe. You and the family have a blessed one.
You too.
Yes, sir. Everybody out there showing me love and support. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all make that algorithm pop for your boy one last time. Do a like check and like that. Hit that like button for your boy because your boy need the love and support. You know what I'm saying? You know how I end the show.
I'm gonna bring us a little Southern hospitality to this. I appreciate y'all so much. You guys have been unbelievable. Unbelievable all year. And you know what? We appreciate you. Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all coming through, showing me love and support. If you ain't like this video yet, make sure you like this video. I'll be back on here Friday night. I'm not coming on this shit tomorrow night. I got Bel Air. I got Snowfall. I missed Snowfall tonight. I gotta watch Snowfall in Bel Air. So I'm gonna be doing that tomorrow night, and I'll be back Friday night. Who's got next? Joel Embiid versus Cat Daddy, aka Karl Anthony Towns. So we're gonna see what they talking about. Who gonna win a ring first? Joel Embiid or Cat Karl Anthony Towns? You know what I'm saying? Got a couple days to ponder on that. Let us sit and marinate and think about it. Till next time, I'm up out of here. I appreciate everybody coming through, showing me love and support. Until next time, I'm about this thing. Peace.
Yeah. Look at my extra size, put on weight when I exercise. And all my bitches tell the best of slides, I don't believe none of them. Sunset when the Tesla slide, we at the window if he testify. Wait, let me testify. Let a nigga try flex on me. Woo! Let a nigga red dotty. In the hood with the boys on the tracks. Nigga